One second. 1 second. I forgot to turn on the light. One sec. I was wondering why my tracking was silly. I was wondering why I was being so silly. Ah! Hi. Good evening. POV, dislike soup. No, I love soup. If you dislike soup, how can you dislike soup, though? It's, it's like programmed into us to like soup. What do you mean? What do you mean? What kind of soup, though? Any kind of soup. Any kind of soup. We like it. We like soup. Sorry, I'm opening up the blinds. It is one of those days. Back what I missed for 30 seconds. Not much. I just got some water and I have a tummy ache. For those who do not know, that doesn't happen to me very often. Getting tummy aches does not happen very often. So whenever it does happen, my silly little body is like, what do? I don't know how this works. What am I supposed to do? Gecko, do you buy soup at the soup store? Yes, we do buy soup at the soup store. We do indeed. Cause I need to break you again to make you straight. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Mm-mm. I'm fine. Honey's sick. I'm not even sick. I'm not even sick, as far as I know. I'm hungover. I went camping with some homies last night, not last night, last weekend. That's why I wasn't streaming the during the weekend. And the same of being sick. It's basically the same as being sick, except it's self-inflicted. I can't blame anyone for this. This was my decision. I'm suffering my own consequences. So, honey got the honey. If only the honey could solve my problems. Northern Miss, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. Oh my gosh, it's Monday. Did not know that. No wonder your stomach hurt. No wonder my stomach hurt. Honey, you hung over. And that's why your stomach hurt. Honey, currently poisoning self. This will not have any consequences in the future. Here's the thing. It did not. It did not for the first night. The second night, however, is different. Just completed 4 Kofis. Ooh, nice. Nice, 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 Northern Miss. I hope you had a good time. What were you drawing? Like, if you don't mind me asking. If you'd like to share, feel free to send it to one of my mods. Myth is there. Meta is there. Absolutely, feel free to send them a Discord link. I love seeing other artists' work. It's so nice. I love art. I love art. But yeah, welcome on in today. We are chilling, taking it easy. I got back, so I left Friday, and I got back Saturday morning. So it was 2 nights camping out at a park. It was quite nice, and we drank both nights. Now, I am not a drinker. I am not much of a drinker. However, my friends are notorious. Not even that notorious. They are like, they're not alcoholics, but they do drink quite a bit when they drink. When they drink, they drink. You've been hit by a train, haven't you? That would be a little easier to explain, but thankfully, no. Okay, it's kind of a party where you wake up at 3 a.m. to lick the margarita glass for nourishment. Kind of binge drinkers. Not quite, but yeah. Storm the Hedgewolf, thank you for the 100 shinies, by the way. Also, thank you very much for all of the redeems, y'all, from Myth and Meta. Yes, water. Oh. Bessel, I'm fine! Bessel, I'm fine, please! I'm okay, thank you! That's so nice. What the heck? I'm gonna. I'll tell y'all how my weekend went first, and then I will say thank you because I want to give context for why I am like this today. North America. Ooh, feel free to send it in DMs to one of my mods. So sorry. Because yeah, we don't post links in chat just for everyone's safety. Oh my gosh, I exist as a threat, honey. You know this. Perhaps as a friendly threat. As a friendly threat, like threatening with a good time, right? Right? Oh, no worries, Northern Mess. I might not have explained properly. That's totally on me. Don't sweat it. It's my emotional support highlighted message. Good for you, Necromancer's Palette. You have that emotional support that you need. I forgot to press my buttons. There we go. There we go. I forgot to do that. Whew. I also forgot to put my headphones in. So, for context, I do not drink very often. And so I think the last time I really went out and drank something, like went out, was over a year ago. I drank like some champagne with friends, but that's different. That's like going out to dinner and getting a couple drinks. That's not quite the same. This time it was just ciders and wine. We went camping with ciders and wine. And I'm gonna tell you, that wine was real nice. That was some real tasty wine. It did make us very brave. And by that, I mean we were in bear territory. There, because there's signs where it's like, caution, bear in area everywhere. Uh, However, there were a lot of people at the campsite, so we weren't really too concerned about it. But me and my homies, we started drinking, having a lovely time, roasting marshmallows, being safe about it, of course. You know, no one doing anything bad. But we got real nice and drunken, and we decided to stargaze, which is a lovely idea. It's great. We went stargazing. One of my friends assuaded all of our anxieties of potentially running into a bear by saying she would fight it. Now, she said it with such conviction that Drunk Honey and my other homie, because there were three of us, were like, totally, she's got this. She has absolutely got this. If a bear comes, she will go after it. And honestly, we are faster than her, so we'll be fine. But yeah, she'll buy you 10 seconds. Exactly. She will get us 10 seconds, and that's enough time to run back to the car. Brown or black bear could be either. Honestly, you don't want to mess with either of them. Got that liquid confidence. Exactly. Exactly. And so she had a 10-step plan, is what she said. She's like, I got a 10-step plan, guys. Don't even worry about it. Step 1, encounter bear. And I was like, solid start. That is what starts the encounter. Step 2, uppercut it. Buddy, no! You're not gonna win this one! You're not gonna win this one! Just like that, throwing hands at the bear, and I was like, we will survive, but you won't. And then she went, I haven't figured out the other steps. I was gonna do a left jab and then a right swing, and I was like, so the next steps are just fighting moves. The next steps, like 2 through 9, is just the combo you're doing to potentially fight this bear. Not even kill it. Fight it. Her step 10, profit. How are you gonna profit from that, bud? How are you gonna profit from that? To be fair, if you landed an uppercut on a black bear, unless cubs are involved, it's probably gonna bail out of sheer confusion. True. Black bear, we would have been fine. Sometimes you get the bear and then wake up, and every other time, bear gets you. You never know. You never know. Bear fur, bear meat? Maybe. I don't know what her plan was for profit. I did not expect her to get that far into the plan, honestly. Popular saying when dealing with bears, if it's black, fight back. If brown, lay down. It's white, good night. Yep. We don't mess with polar bears. We do not mess with polar bears. If she can fight a bear, that's easy publicity. I mean, yeah, that's true. If she could fight a bear and live to tell the tale, and she's good. She's great. But yeah, so we were chilling, stargazing, having a lovely time, stumbling around the campsite respectfully because there was a quiet time after certain hours. So we were like quietly hushing, going like, shh, we have to be quiet. We gotta be respectful. There are children in this campsite. They need to sleep. And so we were stumbling around. Our footsteps were not quiet. Our voices were, so that was good of us. Uh Definitely drunk thoughts. Absolutely. And then we went back to the campsite, took an electrolyte tablet. For those you don't know, electrolyte tablets are extremely good if you are drinking. You drink it at the end of the night, just put a tablet into like a water bottle full of water, drink all of it, and it reduces your hangover significantly. That was night one. Second day, lovely. Very little hangovers, not much to worry about. We had a nice picnic lunch. We went and sat in a field. We went for a hike and read some books. Generally, very relaxing. Very nice. And then we got to dinner. And now, also, Ellie Jaku, I'm hungover and telling a story of why I'm hungover. But when dinner happened, we had a delicious meal of chicken, like some like marinated chicken and coconut rice. Delicious. Living deliciously at this campsite. The food was very rich, and then I proceeded to have 2 ciders. Normally, you wouldn't think this is bad. However, neither did I. Neither did I. And so, when that happened, I was like, not feeling drinking more. Like, ciders is not as fun as wine. And so we chilled and we tried to stargaze again because it was even clearer of a night. We went down to the same place, the same open field. We're all a little more sober than the previous night. And so we sit down on our mat and look up at the stars, and both my friends, they're both going, I don't feel as comfortable doing this because their brain was starting to put sounds into their ears, if that makes sense. They were starting to hear branches breaking and stuff all around them. Meanwhile, I'm looking around with the flashlight. I'm like, nothing is reflective. I'm not hearing anything. In my mind, I'm like, this is in their heads. They're making themselves anxious. However, telling them that will not help. We're not going to dismiss their fears. And so we sat down for like 5 minutes and we were like, okay, back to camp. My ass would be like, who goes there? But yeah, pretty much we went back. We started roasting marshmallows till the propane fire died down, and then we went to bed. Significantly less drunk than night one. We were not as giggly, not as lighthearted. The vibes were different. And so I woke up at 2 in the morning, needing to go to the bathroom. However, it's a level of needing to go to the bathroom where you're like, do I actually need to go to the bathroom? Or can I just sleep through this? Can I sleep through this? And so I tried for 3 hours. And then finally, when 5 a.m. rolled around, I was like, you know what? It's light enough. Let's go to the washroom. So I go to the outhouse. The forest did not pass the vibe check. Not that night. Not that night, it did not. But also the Vegas experience. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. I hope you're having a lovely time. And Northern Miss, once again, thank you for the raid as well. I hope you're both having a lovely, lovely time. Oh, but yeah, burn the forest retribution. That seems a little excessive. Just because the bears live there doesn't mean I need to burn their homes down. But pretty much woke up at 5 and went to the outhouses. Now, these outhouses are not particularly great smelling because this is a like a park ranger takes care of it sort of deal, where it's like this is government funded. It doesn't have really facilities. It's not a private campsite. When have I ever been excessive, honey? Great question. Great question. Perhaps we could recall. Northern Miss, thank you for the hydrate. I will take that gladly. But yeah, walked over, took it easy, and got to the outhouse. It's a little bit of a walk, but that's fine. Smelled bad, but that's pretty normal. You get used to it. Went pee, and then immediately threw up. immediately threw up and was like, okay, I did not feel this bad a second ago. Maybe this is my body just like taking care of itself, you know? It's just like maybe I didn't realize how bad my body was feeling, and so it puked it up. And then I was like, that's okay. That just happens. Maybe I'll feel better when I get back in bed. I clean up a little bit, walk back to the campsite, lay down, and go, I feel worse actually. My tummy feel worse now. Oh boy. And so I just laid down and eventually fell asleep. And it wasn't too bad. I eventually fell asleep at like 6 in the morning ish. And then we had to wake up around 8 because we had to pack in the campsite. And so both of my friends, they were getting up and making breakfast and oh, lovely sausage and eggs and banana bread that I could not really eat because I had nausea. And then I helped pack up because I could move around a little bit, but I really couldn't eat very much. And so we packed up, drove out, and we were listening to music and chilling. I was extremely quiet because I was a little nauseous in the car. And so I was looking at the route home and I was like, "Oh, okay, my friend's probably going to get dropped off before I do. That's fine. You know, like we live so close to each other. We might as well just it's not a big deal." But I think because of how quiet I was and how sick I clearly was, my friends were like, "Yeah, we're dropping Honey off first." And so I got dropped off first, and I was like, I am not gonna complain about this. Went home, immediately took a shower because you smell bad when you use outhouses for multiple days. Like it's not your fault or anything. It's just when you do that, the smell lingers. And so I took a shower, tried to eat a little bit of something, and immediately passed out. And this was at like 2 in the afternoon. So I passed out and woke up at 5:36ish in the evening, and I was like, okay, my tummy still hurts. My tummy still hurts. Good news is no head part of the hangover. So I think what it is, and this feeling has persisted into today. It's significantly less than yesterday, but it's still like I'm having trouble standing up for long periods of times or keeping good posture. So if I have bad posture and shrimping, that's why. No big deal. But I think what happened was the 2 days in a row of alcohol probably irritated my stomach lining. And so that's why I have specifically pain right where my stomach lining is. Thankfully, not the worst, but it did mean that I need to take it real easy today. Jeff, also the lack of shower and wood smoke clinging in the fabric and hair. Yes, absolutely. Do you have any Pepto-Bismol? Probably in my medicine cabinet. But I don't know if Pepto-Bismol would help with my stomach pain. Part of me is like, I think I'll just let my stomach recover. I don't want to give it too many things while it's recovering. So I'm keeping the dinners and the food really simple. Like I might go out for some real simple, just like cheese pizza. Hello, Zooch. How's it going? It's good to see you. But yeah, I was just explaining how I am hungover, but not particularly headache wise. It's just stomach wise. Like I can feel it right under, I think, my diaphragm, where it's just like there's just a tense knot kind of cramp feeling in my torso. But that's what happens. What about ginger ale? I heard that usually helps with upset tummy. I could go get some ginger ale. That's a good idea. Jeff, if it's what you think it is, yeah, minimum intake. Yep. I don't want to potentially mess with there's so much your body has so many biomes that do not communicate with each other. Like we have gut biome that does not communicate with our brain properly, but they somehow work in the same place, but they don't work together. So I don't want to mess with that. Greasy food can actually help. It lubricates your stomach after puking. Did not know that. So if you're okay to stream, even if it has to be a shorter one today, I hate to see you push yourself if you're not comfortable with it. Thank you. I don't plan on streaming extra long today, just the average amount of streams. That's why today I was resting extra long. I slept in, took it really, really slow, you know, getting back into it because I do have I have exciting news, as you can probably see from the name of the stream. And it will be at the end of stream. But in the meantime, I figured instead of me having to worry about performing or having to worry about, being a like full 100% on streamer today, we could just chill, have some fun, make it a bit of a co-working stream where I work on a couple things in the background. That way I don't have to worry about showing y'all my work in progresses, because even when I'm showing my work in progresses, there is an element of performing and explaining my process. But just to avoid expending myself too much, I'm going to work on it off screen. So I'll be working on it off screen. That's right, you're now trapped in lo-fi honey stream. Hey, Maxwell Hearts, welcome in. Meta, that actually works for me. I have some water to do. Nice. I'll play some music. It'll probably be very chill, or it'll be very upbeat. We shall see. And then at the end of stream, I will drop the announcement. It'll be fun. Just do your thing and we'll chill in the background. Yeah, thank you. No worries. Like, I don't want anyone to feel upset, or not upset, but like feel like they have to stick around, especially if it's not my usual stream. I'm not going to be upset about that. We're going to be chilling, taking it easy, and just talking. How long you plan to stream tonight? The usual 3 hours. So 3 hours stream, very relaxing, taking it nice and easy. But yeah, Maxwell, I've been fine. Good. Good. I'm glad you've been fine. Oh, little stretch. Ah, thank you for the posture check. I completely forgot about that song. You know what? Maybe we'll listen to that song today. Maybe that'll be a nice one. But for now, let me get a little blanket out. And I can show you one of the emo songs I used to listen to because it's stuck in my head right now. And I feel like it would be a fun thing for y'all to hear. Because it has very, very funny lyrics. Well, it's not really that funny, but I find it funny. But yeah, it'll be called a Just Chatting stream today. Has your hangover gotten better since it started? Absolutely, yes. So yesterday it was actually really bad because my bones my bones were starting to ache, and that's when you know honey's got a real bad case of something's wrong. Is when I started getting fevers and chills and my joints hurt, as well as my bones were aching. Doesn't happen very often because I don't usually get very sick. I'm usually very careful and mask up and don't go in high risk spreading areas because I don't want to get my nephew potentially sick. But it does mean that I probably am less exposed to the common cold as usually am, so who knows? That could just also be an effect of aging, is like the colds get worse. I have no idea. I haven't been old before. Well, I guess depending on who you ask. I remember when I was like 16, a bunch of 10-year-olds thought I was 30, and I was like, excuse me, this is you in 6 years. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Can't believe I looked like a 30-year-old when I was 16. Wow. Wow. Rude. Rude. You're the oldest you've ever been? I have. I'm the oldest I've ever been, and the youngest I will be. For not getting any younger. Granny since birth, for real, for real. A coworker called me old at 17. What? Here's the thing. I am not even at this age yet, and in my mind, 40 is not that old. 40 is like 40 is the age where I'm like, you're an adult. Like you've had enough time to process who you are, to understand what you want and you've gotten places in life, you know? But that doesn't ring true for everybody, it seems. Cuz like being in your 20s feels weird. You're not quite an adult yet, but you're not a teenager. You have to make grown-up decisions, but you don't fully have the understanding of what will happen when you make those decisions. So you either make really reckless ones or very cautious ones. It's neat. I'm 42 and I haven't. People always change no matter the age. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Is like you don't stop growing at 40. You continue growing all throughout your life. Every part of your life is just a different part of it. And it's great. They're all different colors and shapes. It's wonderful. Like, or you don't just like you just stay one age forever like Echo. Get a little sippy. And let me say thank you while we're here. Meta, thank you for the earwiggles. For the posture check. Being 30 in the mind of a 20 is a really hard life. Absolutely. So that's one of the things is like apparently people call it the pause or the COVID pause because so many people started like their 20s and their formative adult years in pause in pandemic. A lot of people that are in their 30s and posting on TikTok and doing air quotes cringe dance stuff that you normally associate with younger people. It's like because they feel like younger people. And I think that's great. I think people posting things that are whimsical and fun is wonderful. Like what's wrong with people just dancing and having fun, you know? No matter what the age. Granted, kids have a horrible recollection of what age looks like. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I forgot to post that I was going live on Blue Sky. One sec. Try a little more, little more, little more. Maybe I should make you all listen to that song. Upside down and around and around. Where is this song? There we go. I forgot that I'm not wearing my headphones. One sec. I'm sorry. I'm over my eyes. My brain is everywhere. Oh, that's what it's called. It's called Shake Tramp. Okay. Yippee! Oh wait, that's not the wire for my headphones. There we go. And also, Myth, thank you for the breathe redeem. All right, before I get too carried away, let me get that out of there for now. Yeah, that'll go. That'll do. All right, we'll say thank you real quick. Whew. Jasper, thank you for the resub. Happy 49 months. Oh my gosh. Tell Annie she's cute. She's not allowed to go a day without being called cute. It's the law. Well, we wouldn't want to break the law now, would we? And Mahjong Booty, thank you for the resub. Happy 8 months. Drago, happy 47 months. Thank you. Thank you for the resub. And Jedi, thank you for the resub. Happy 44 months. Nearly 4 years. Oh my gosh. DM Matt, thank you for the resub. Happy 18 months. And Kamaroma, thank you for the 100 shinies and 2 gifted subs. Oh my gosh, so much is happening. Pestle, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Firewatch Artemis, thank you for the resub. Happy 24 months. You have been here for a while. 2 years, in fact. Congratulations, you made it. And Katma, thank you for the gifted sub. I hope you're doing well. It's always good to see you. And Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. Pestle's back. Honey, aren't you so glad? I have hangover. I got a hangover. Storm, thank you for the 100 shinies. Pestle, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. LP Prince, thank you for the resub. Happy 33 months. And Tony, thank you for the resub. Happy 35 months. 'Tis time for the adorable goblin in my phone to get shinies. Yippee! I will collect them in a bag and shake them around and wield it as a weapon. Also, Pestle, thank you for the posture check. Maxwell Hearts, thank you for the breathe redeem. Oh. And Wolfson, thank you for the resub. Happy 49 months. A lot of y'all getting close to 50 months. Jeez. 49 months, hard to believe, but there it is. And I will wear those 49 months as my badge of honor for being here since the Hey Sugar era. Perhaps I will bring it back. Y'all have been very well behaved, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Cronus Nugget, thank you for the resub. Happy 22 months. Hi. And Triton of Atlas, thank you for the resub with Prime. Happy 10 months. Thank you. And Pepper Barracuda, happy 18 months. Welcome on back. Also, Be French, thank you for the 100 shinies. Bag of shinies, I'm gonna need a lot of bits to make that work. whip him around like a, what's it called, a flail. It'll be fun. Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. I'm not well behaved at all. I've never even seen a I don't know what wells are. Alright, let me get this back on. We have caught up. Yippee! Want to cause chaos now? You may, in a legal and non-harmful way. Do as you please. Do as you please. Did I grab the thing I was for? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Anyway, let's listen to this fun little song. This is a song I used to hear when I was a kid. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Let me know if you need it louder. Honey's versions of coins in a sock. Or a brick in a purse. Say sugar? Perhaps I'll bring it back for a special occasion. Pretty quiet? Gotcha. This is an old song. Like, I heard this when I was a baby. So, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. How is your stream? Don't drink the paintbrush cleaning water. It's not a good tea. It is not. It is not. It's a bad tea, actually. Poison tea, some may say. Oh, you're doing art, right? Are you painting? I'm a little crazy all the time, and I still try to hide it. Try a little more, little more, little more. I slap you like a bitch, and you take it like a whore. Also, acrylic isn't really poison. It's not poisonous? It smells poisonous. It really does smell poisonous. If you have any art to share, those are feel free. Yeah, feel free to DM it to one of the mods. Or, like, you have me on Discord. You can DM a picture to me if you want. We haven't even swapped scenes and we got 3 raids. I'm probably not going to swap scenes. We're probably going to stay on this scene for the stream. Just because I'm going to be working on something on the side. Y'all are probably not going to see it. And then we're going to have an announcement at the end of stream. So we're going to be streaming for about 3-ish hours. We're almost an hour in. So in about an hour and or 2 hours and 15. Paint thinner on the other hand. Drink the king's cup of paint water. Sip of thine cup. Sip of thine poison paint cup. Hello, Wobblies. Probably ain't good for you, but there's a won't be good time and will poison you. Wasn't there a painter that used radioactive paint? You know what? That wouldn't surprise me too much. Radioactive paint sounds like something that already exists and people have learned to be a little more chill about it, you know? Where I'm... And the lost in me is needing you, and the need in you is being now. Maybe, oh, like down here. There we go. I was bouncing too much with my titties. People used radioactive paint in clocks and anything needed to be visible in the dark for a while. Okay, radium paint makes sense now. That makes sense. Skippy, thank you for the resub. Happy 29 months. Yeah, and you just pop in to say hi before going to bed. Sorry, I gotta miss your announcement. Congrats or have fun. I'm sorry, depending on what it's good news. It's good news. So you're good. I'll post it on Twitter afterwards as well. So don't sweat it. I'll post it on Blue Sky and Twitter. So if you miss it during the stream, absolutely no worries. That is okay. It's not a like a limited time announcement, you know. A lot of stuff used to be radioactive, including camera lenses and gas lantern mantle. Jeez. Okay. Ooh, we love Power Boy. Did not know the effects they painted nails with it do. People, it's truly the past. We stand on the shoulders of giants. We understand what is poison in the past so we can know what's medicine in the future. Big Will, thank you for the ear wiggles. Your jury What's my offense this time? You're not a judge, but if you're gonna judge me, then sentence me to another life. Oh, we listened to so many emo songs while we were camping. It was lovely. Be French, thank you for the 100 shinies. This is your daily reminder. Marie Curie's notes on radiation are still so radioactive that you need a special suit just to handle. Thank you, Marie Curie, for your sacrifice. That the change is good. Honey, I'm so EP. Get some sleep, Medda. It's okay. I'll be sure to share the announcement on Twitter and in the mod chat and the Discord. So don't sweat it. It'll be okay. I guess I'll go. I'll best be on my way out. You treat me just like another stranger. Well, it's nice to meet you, sir. I guess I'll go. I'll best be on my way out. We are just gonna listen to so much emo music because my friends have gotten me back in the mood of my emo era. Those who are ignorant of the past are doomed to repeat it. It's like we love to say, history doesn't repeat, but it sure does rhyme. But you can't take it. The same tricks that once fooled me, they won't get you anywhere. I'm not the same kid from your memories. Oh, now I can fend for myself. Don't wanna hear your sad songs. I don't wanna feel your pain. You said it's all my fault, cause you know we're not the same. We're not the same. Oh, we're not. Actually, you know what I'll do? I think I'm sleepy because my feet are cold and I haven't drank any water. Oh, yeah, drink some water. If you want to stay awake, do a couple jumping jacks. It's whatever you need to do in exam season. You just get blood pumping. So jumping jacks, push-ups, drink some water, eat something spicy. Absolutely something you could do. History definitely repeats. I've seen these exact events and volts before. Excuse me. Let's see. Honey is just so. Oh, thank you, Soda. Is doodling off screen announcement at the end of stream. I'm a poet and didn't even know it. Anyway, I just found that funny. Canada, there's a town that's called Asbestos, where it's the biggest asbestos producer in the world, and now it's almost become a ghost town. The main source of income is tourists because of the name. I don't blame that town for yeah, I don't know what to say about that actually. I have no idea. Ooh. Oh, these look great, Zozo. Here, let me share this real quick. But where's your heart? But where's your... And I know there's nothing I could say to change that part. To change that part. To change. Whoop. I already saved that one. Nope. Hello, Goblin Chat. I will have to lurk, but I'm gonna stream. Thank you, Skyroth. You take it easy. Thank you for coming and saying hi. I'm feeling kind of okay. Hopefully I don't jinx it. Knock on wood. That was me knocking on my table. I'm incomplete. Let me show off Zozo's handiwork on the stream. Was the announcement why our face somber? Because I have a hangover. The announcement is coming at end of stream. It's good news. It's good news. I'm just hungover. So we're just chilling. We're chilling. I am not afraid to walk the... That's on me. You'll be forgiven. Nothing you can say can stop me going home. I am professional streamer. I know exactly how to scale things. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Honey knows. Honey's a professional streamer. She knows what she's up to. She said as she's editing the images one by one. This is what Zozo was working on. Zozo was painting some models. Understanding. Thank you, MCR. I appreciate what you've done for honestly the entire generation. Weak. I am not afraid to keep on living. Look at that. I like the paint, the creature lineup in the middle. That one looks good. Mostly demons. The Space Marine is an example of a non-gross boy. Ah, Space Marine's good. Are you using a, I guess like grayscale almost, but with the red highlights in the eyes, and then the yellow for the wings, and a little gold on the gun. Very small accents. Nice, like a stealth team. Nurgle? Is that Nurgle? I don't know enough 40k lore, so I wouldn't know. But I like this one. Here, let me zoom in for y'all. I like the one with the weapon below. I guess it's the third one. If you go 1, 2, 3, the third one, I like that one. The bones are really cool. I like asymmetrical models. That's always a little thing for me. These look great. Thank you for sharing, Zozo. Oh, the fly. I think, does it have fly arm? Yeah, the one with the fly arm. It's gross, but it also has good design, you know? Plague Hulks? Plague Hulks, yeah. Big lads of Nurgle. Oh, they're all Nurgle. Okay. Do you listen to any of the Offspring? I don't think so. I might have heard their most well-known songs, but I don't know if I've actually heard the rest of their songs. Cause I see you lying next to me. That's a big wheel. Thank you for the hydrate. Sunny look like she's not slept in 3 days. Well, I have. I am hungover. I'm quite hungover. So we're being so chill. What if I just do this? What if I a little text box? Cause I see you hangover. This idjit hungover. Yeah. Me. Let me edit it actually. What if I can do this? Keep on living. I am not afraid to walk this world alone. Honey, if you say you'll be forgiven, nothing you can say can stop me going home. Yeah. Let me put it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do. Better break in the press and let the good times roll. In case God doesn't show. If you want his words to make things right, but it's the wrongs that make the words come to life. Who does he think he is? Isn't that the worst you got? Better put your fingers back to the keys. This is basically just gonna be a stream of me singing to emo music and doing some drawings in the background while we chill and my tummy hurt. It be like that sometimes. Say small models. Ooh. Oh, these are cool. Sorry, I want to show y'all because I love insect designs. Insect designs, top notch. Ooh. Once again, honey, you're great. I love you, honey. Learn how to do these properly. But look at that. Ooh. These are different flyboys. I guess they would be different Nurgles. Like little ads for Nurgle. And I hope you feel better soon. Surprised to see you again so soon. Yeah, it was just a weekend trip. I just went camping for the weekend. It was pretty good. Honestly, I like the third one again. The collection of flies coming out of the body. That's just a nice, like, it's a creepy visual. I like it. Nurgle's god of death and rot, so flies. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I am a sucker for gods of death. I just think they're fascinating. Do you have any yogurt? I do have some yogurt. I had to get cool this morning because I was like, good bacteria for my gut. And also I can't have spicy food, so kimchi was not an option for probiotics. I get back for this, but drink serum, alcohol dehydrates you. Yes. So what I did is I had an electrolyte drink. What I usually do is I have electrolyte drinks after drinking because they replenish and hydrate you. I forgot on Sunday night. So, oh, I guess Saturday night. So that's why the hangovers lasted from Sunday to now. My stomach lining was not prepared. Why get you spicy food out of curiosity? Currently, I think it's just because the stomach lining is irritated, or at least that's what it feels like. However, it is not awful. It is just a little bit of an upset tummy. And generally, when you have an upset tummy, you want to stick to really simple foods. Like I've had chicken soup today. I've had oatmeal. I'm hoping to get some more what's it called? Some crackers, just like or tortilla chips. Really simple stuff. Bananas too. Really? Bananas. Nurgle isn't really the god of death in my eyes. He's more stagnation, undeath. He denies and defies death, as it were. Ah. Also, Artie, welcome in. You're more than welcome to hang out before you go to bed. We are just chilling, listening to music while I do something, and then I'll make an announcement at end of stream. I will also post it onto Twitter and Blue Sky later, so if you miss it now, don't sweat it. It is all good. I like doing live announcements, but like I do like posting about them afterwards for people who missed it. I loved Wood Boy. Fawad Boy. Yes. Eat something Greece? Yeah, people have been saying that. A couple, I think maybe it was Jakku who's saying it twice, but like apparently Greece is good. I haven't tried. Another night on another broken avenue. I'm gonna miss the morning. Do what you want to. Take me with you. I start to miss you. Take me home. I don't wanna be alone tonight. Do want to show you I will run to you till I can't stand on my own anymore. I cross my heart and hope to die. Mugetsu Uzumaki, thank you for the resub. Happy 32 months! You don't need Disney songs. I do. However, Disney songs will get me DMCA claimed in an instant, so I don't risk those ones. No matter how much I love singing Into the Unknown or Ariel songs, can't do it. Take me with you, I start to miss you. Take me home, I don't wanna be alone tonight. Do want to show you I will run to you till I can't stand on my own anymore. I cross my heart and hope to die. Honey, you're looking kind of spooky like this. Thank you. Thanks for noticing. It's the alcohol poisoning. No, not alcohol poisoning. It's just hungover. Ooh, that's some good water. You were dehydrated, Meta. When water tastes sweet and delicious, that means you're dehydrated or just really appreciating life. Never get too into emo music back in the day when it was big. Always more into stuff like Rogue Zombie and Linkin Park, but it reminds me when I thought Avatar would sound like MCR before I heard one of their songs. Oh. Avatar? Really? I drank lemonade earlier. That's not enough. We need to drink so much water to be hydrated. It's insane. Also, Cornetto Ice Cream is God himself. Edgar Wright, the director of Baby Driver, Scott Pilgrim. Really? Cross my heart and hope to die. Do want to show you I will run to you till I can't stand on my own anymore. I do want to show you I will run to you till I can't stand on my own anymore. What song is this? Check Yes Juliet. I don't know this one. Hello, Jamel. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm just doing a little work behind the scenes while we sing some emo songs and chill. Why does this sound so familiar? This is like a genre. I'm sure that was really big for a while, but like I'm trying to place this band. First time viewer found you on YouTube. Hello, Ogrim. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. So sorry you had to come in to a stream where I'm hungover. Bad timing on my part, honestly. I did not expect to be hungover from camping. Because my friends drink way more than I expected them to. And I did not take enough care of myself, so we coping. This is like we need to film a high school in the early 2000s. You've def heard it before? Yeah, I've probably heard this before. I just don't know where I've heard it. Because sometimes you're like, oh, I've heard this on the radio. Oh, I heard this in a music video. I've seen this in a show, you know? This just sounds like I've heard it in many places. All right, almost there. Oof. Stomach cramp. Blech. It's 31 Celsius here and it's finally cooling down. Is that like 100? I don't know the math. I don't know the conversion math. We played this during our performance of Romeo and Juliet, actually. Really? The main verse uses a really common type of melody that a ton of songs from the 2000s have used. I think Taylor Swift has even used it in multiple songs. It sounds familiar where I'm like, I've heard like 3 different songs that sound like this. You know? Alright, I could probably do that here. How do I do this? I was about to right click on something I couldn't right click on. Sorry, I gotta look something up real quick. What's happening? Not much. I'm just hungover and doing some background work while we chill and take it easy. I miss early 2000s EMP music. Now we gotta slap more music. Emo music? Emo music. I think there's some music that I like nowadays, for sure. Definitely like times are changing. I miss instruments. That is something that I really miss is like actual instruments and guitars and drums. Sometimes you can get it with electric stuff, but I I don't know. I miss the sound, like the imperfect sounds of instruments. Ooh, Panic at the Disco. Let's go. Hey, Electric Chick. Really? Sometimes I like it. It really depends. I just hope that real instrumentals don't die out, genuinely. One hangover cure I know about is not sure if it really works is Prairie Oyster. Raw egg, Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, vinegar, salt, and pepper. You drink it like a shot. I don't think it's safe to drink. I don't think it's safe to eat raw egg unless you're like getting eggs from Japan or I think some places in the UK. They're not sanitized properly, so there's always like a salmonella risk. But I see the vision there. I get it. You have to go indie to find instrument scenes, which just feels deeply strange. Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me. Give me a sign, I wanna believe. Whoa, Mona Lisa, you're guaranteed to run this town. Whoa, Mona Lisa, I'm made to see you frown. Panic at the Disco, what a time. Desperation, not a dollar another day. It's not a words to say, she would tell him. that she'd have nothing left to sell him. Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me. Give me a sign, I wanna believe. Whoa, Mona Lisa, you're guaranteed to run this down. Whoa, Mona Lisa, pay to see you frown. Mona Lisa. Was that a mic crunch or just me? It might have been a mic crunch. I am drawing on my iPad currently, so if you're hearing little taps, that might be me. I miss listening to the live stuff friends with like Rogues and Skyros. Fun fact, it's been longer since the Bowling for Soup song 1985 came out than it was between that song and the subject came out of 2004. That's a lot of math. While you're gone, honey, my dog bit my... Why would he do that? You got like peanut butter on your lip or something? Oh no, I'm sorry, man. That sucks. That's a fun fact. Yeah, that was a fun fact. Time, huh? Seeing you sing with the dread toggle is special. It's a special vibe. We don't get it very often. I wanna believe. Best way to find bands that are making music with real instruments is browse genres you like on Bandcamp and similar platforms. Indie scene is keeping real instruments alive and very well. Plus, pretty much any genre of rock and metal is going to use actual instrumentation in the tracks somewhere. Not as popular anymore. What song is this? Oh, this is Dirty Little Secret. Dang. When did this come out? I'm about to unleash psychic damage on everyone. Came out 2005. I was a baby. Oh my gosh. A wiener dog? Oh, wiener dog bit your lip. I'm sorry, bud. Listen, I feel like we have to be a little bit nicer to ourselves as we age. I remember one of my friends was telling me, she was like, yeah, I have a couple coworkers, and one is 30, one is 40, and one is 60. And the 30-year-old went, oh, I'm so old. Oh my gosh, this sucks. And then the 40-year-old goes, you're not old, you're so young. You're so young. And the 60-year-old goes, you're both so young. What are you talking about? And we were both like, I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live thinking that, like, being old is something that you've got to deny, you know? Why would you want to deny being old? Means you made it. Means you've lived, you know? That's great. That doesn't happen to everybody. Not everyone is so fortunate. Dirty little secret. Don't tell me what do just another regret. I'm saying I'm older than dirt for like 20-ish years. That's pretty fun. Honey, I shared the 1985 parody for you later. Thank you, Zozo. I do appreciate it. Oh gosh. Love the passage of time. I do not have enough dad lore for my life. Listen, the dad lore is something you acquire when you're proactive. You gotta do stuff to acquire the dad lore. For example, the dad lore I got from my grandma is that he was smashing mailboxes when he was a teenager. Which, illegal, papa. Papa, why would you do that? That's against the law. He also rode a motorbike, cross country, I'm pretty sure. I think he dropped out of... No, he didn't drop out of high school. I think he dropped out of college. Jeff Roundier. 1990 is nearly 40 years ago. Dang. Time really do be passing. Oh my gosh. Once again, if you need more lore, go do stuff. Go out and make your lore happen. Lore is just things that you do and things that happen to you by the consequences of your actions. They don't gotta be bad and they don't gotta be serious. But if you ever wonder why some people have the best bar stories, it's because they went out and did weird things and weird things happened to them. You know? Space. It's like what I feel when scrolling through my old phone pics. Old but full? It's nice, yeah. I recognize I'm rather young at 25, but the internet and lockdown make it feel both far younger and older than I am. Older because it feels like I've been through a lot of shit. Younger because there's a lot of experiences I've never had the chance to have. Yep. We were talking about the COVID pause earlier. So it's this thing where people who are in their 30s now, because, you know, pandemic was 5 years ago and it's still kind of going on now, so keep that in your mind. But it feels like they didn't get to experience things that most people get to experience in their late 20s, you know? And so they feel like they're younger because they haven't had the experiences that most 30-year-olds have. And honestly, that makes sense. I get it. Somehow missed the big words in the corner of the stream. Dis idiot huggleber. Don't worry, I can make it bigger. There we go. Perfect. Miss DM, can I change classes to a sorcerer? This NPC ain't working for me. You gotta make a new character, make up new lore. Or somehow make it so that the character turns into a sorcerer. Give them a dark story. Not gonna lie, my dad was speeding through traffic on his motorcycle while I'm on his back when I was a baby. My mom nearly killed him. Understandable. I think I would do that too. I'd be so for real. New month, hungover. Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. Hungover. I'm writing that one down. I'm writing that one down. One sec. One sec. There we go. I just play games. Got sick though. Still play games. There's also a lot of VTubers coming out in 2020. Yep. Absolutely. Paramore! Sorry, I love Paramore. Whole generation that was put on hold. Not just 30s, but the 20-year-olds and even younger kids. Yep. Pandemic really messed a lot of kids' lives up. Absolutely. And it saved a lot of kids' lives. That was the big thing. Is it was both. It was a net good because it saved so many lives. And there are some psychological things that we need to unpack as well. It's not like, oh, if we hadn't done this. It's like, if we hadn't done that, a lot of people would have died and wouldn't have been able to experience things. You know, they wouldn't be alive today. Never get me wrong there. But we also must acknowledge that, yes, life and our mentality has changed in ways that we couldn't really predict and ways that we're still kind of coping with. That's okay. We gotta just learn, you know? You mentioned tummy hurt earlier. 100% serious. My family's go-to home remedy for upset stomach is ginger ale. That's my family's too. Ginger ale is the big go-to. And honestly, I'm thinking about it. I might go to like the gas station and get some ginger ale. I think that'll be a good night walk, perhaps. Excuse me. Oh, pardon. A former coworker of mine had to jump off a highway bridge to avoid getting hit by a drunk driver. Meanwhile, the wildest thing to happen to me at work was watching a guy swim away from a police boat, buck-ass naked. That is pretty funny. That's a pretty funny one, honestly. Did he get away? I'm curious. Did the strat work? Did it pay off? Clever. I feel like my life was finally picking up when the panini hit. And now that I've just woken up in a fugue state, I'm 26. What the butts, man. I was cooking. But at the same time, I grew a lot as a person and in my beliefs during that time. I feel like I've fallen back into old tracks and traps I really got out of during the panini. Definitely can see how it can be tricky there. That's what you get when you let your heart win. Whoa. Ugh, my throat. Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention, like, when you I don't know if y'all have this, but if you ever have, how do I describe this? If you've ever thrown up, it feels awful, but great at the same time. It's like it's purging the poison because you've drinking too much alcohol, you know? But it's also awful because once you do that, you really don't like it. Oh, why do we like to hurt so much? That's what you get when you let your heart win. Whoa. But yeah, anyways, I threw up and it tasted bad. I did not brush my teeth. I just rinsed my mouth and went back to bed. Probably not the best thing I could do, but I was hungover. So food poisoning sucks. Food poisoning really sucks. I haven't gotten that many times, thankfully, but oh boy, when you get food poisoning, it's not good. It's pretty bad. That's what you get when you let your heart win. Whoa. Whoa. That's what you get when you let your heart win. Delete. Yeah, we delete that one. Sorry, I'm working off screen. Oh, one of the biggest emo songs. I am a big fan of this one. Got on my kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep, and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke, and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed, and my stomach is sick. In my head, but she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress. Now let me go. This is a song I sing when I have access to a Pringles tube. Ooh, it's a good technique. Good technique. It's killing me and taking control. Jealousy turning saints into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I'm Mr. Brightside. I joined the first thing I hear is talk about. I'm sorry about that. I'm a little hungover. Love some you sing along with these songs. Thank you, Dragu. Glad you like it. And I've been doing just fine. Gotta begin because I want it all. Started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. And she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke, and she's taking a drag. Now I gotta, and my stomach is sick. In my head now, she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress. Now let me go. Never thought the Killers was an emo band? Well, I guess this song is particularly emo. They might not be an emo band, but this song is quite emo. Also, Mecca, thank you for the breather, Deem. Even hungover, she sings like an angel. Why, thank you. Thank you. I can't credit anything to the hangover. Alucard, thank you for the 100 shinies. The way to never get hangovers is to eat something when you drink. Get the bar food. That does help. Yeah. The food I ate was too rich, though. It was like marinated chicken and coconut rice, so very fatty. And Shaman, thank you for the hydrate. I'm Mr. Brightside. These emo songs make me want more piercings. Genuinely considering getting more piercings. So as y'all know, you probably see I got a couple piercings on my ear and like a cuff at the top. I'm considering getting a conch piercing. I keep considering it and I keep flip-flopping. That's one where I'm like, ooh, do I want to get a conch piercing? Because I have, thanks to Pestle, I have the loops head earbuds. So they block out sound so I can focus really well. They work excellent. A conch piercing is on not where the helix is, not the very top of your ear, but it's in between. You know where you put in an earbud? It is just between the regular piercing and the conch, I guess. Or not the conch, the helix. And get you a pick, honey. Ooh, sure. Ha, nothing's on my throne yet, silly. Because I don't want to I don't want y'all to go crazy with it yet. I will fill it up in a little bit though. Is it around the edge of the ear? Yes, it is near the edge of the ear. Don't fear you now. Yeah, that's a conch piercing. You're right. The thing that Meta is sent as a conch piercing. Mainly because I don't want like the little studs. I want like an actual cuff at the conch. I think that looks cool. So I have falsies right now that I wear, and I like that a lot. But I don't know if I want to get the piercing or just stick with the falsies. It's like a Philip there on the chat spot. Physical goods consume. Perhaps a little bit, not too much. Oh, actually, you know what's one thing I need to grab? Is I need to grab a capture card. Because the capture card I have for my Switch doesn't work. So I gotta get a new one. Get that get in the way of the earbuds. That's the other thing I'm trying to consider is like, if it would get in the way of the earbuds, I probably wouldn't get it. Maybe. I am considering getting more games on my Switch OLED rather than my Steam account. Because I have a lot of games on Steam I don't play. And because I work so much on my computer, I want to have a separation, excuse me, between my what's it called? My work and my game playing, and having a Switch just makes me more capable of playing while I'm in my room. Love this band. Oh, I love the Struts. The Struts are very fun. I like their songs. These are the ones I want. Ooh, let's see, Meta. Ooh, okay. Like all of them, or just the like the are they called like the cattle rings? You have a Steam Deck? No, I don't have a Steam Deck. I also don't want to get any more consoles. I'll put that out there right now. I don't want to grab any more consoles. Because I don't use my Switch enough. And so I don't want to buy a new console unless I can use the ones I have, you know? I'd rather not be wasteful. Oh, Septum and the chain. Ooh, interesting. Okay. The chain one could be really neat. I've never really seen that one out in the wild. Could be fun. Teleparis, thank you for the resub. Happy 17 months. Hope your day's going great, and thanks for the streams and art. No worries. Thanks for coming to hang out, even though I'm just doing my best here. It could have been me. It could have been me. That's not the pen I want to use. Oh! Fall Out Boy, let's go. My handwriting is not as good on my iPad. No good with words, but I'm worse. No stutter and a joke at a romantic stuck to my tongue. Way down with words too over dramatic. Tonight it can't get much worse. Oh, that's the lyric is. And I don't want to forget how your voice sounds. These words are all I have, so I write them. So you need them just to get by. Dance, dance, we're falling apart to half time. Dance, dance, and these are the lives we love to live. This is the way they love who you are. Misery loves me. 404, thanks for the posture check. good stuff. Before you found out. And I don't believe in femmes with lip touch supremacy. I think it's neat. Tongue piercings are ones where I'm like, I don't want one, but aesthetically, I can appreciate them. The only consoles I want to get anymore are old ones. Ooh. That's true, you can mod old ones. I think we've gotten to the point where there are so many different kinds of consoles. The point where it's an almost overwhelming amount of choice. Where I'm like, perhaps I will just stick with what I got for now instead of, because I never really bought the new consoles as they came out. If anything, when PS5 was announced, I was like, perhaps I shall look into a potential PS4, you know? It's my tongue piercing, but don't miss accidentally biting it sometimes. Ooh, yeah. Can't imagine that'd be fun. Mr. Snack, thank you for the resubs. Happy 47 months. Welcome on in. Welcome on back. Dance, dance, we're falling apart to her time. Dance, dance, and these are the lines you love to leave. This is the way they love. This is the way they love. This is the way they loved if they knew how misery loved me. So test piercing and other beauty mods. I love looking at tattoos, piercings, and like body mods. However, they're not really for me. Personally, they're not really for me. Dance, 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 dance. What's up next? Misery business. Yes, Paramore, my beloved. Legitimately, when I heard Paramore as a teenager, when I heard Paramore, that was the first time I was like, what? Women can be in punk band? And I was so new to music in general that I did not know enough bands with like femme representation. And so Paramore was the first big one where I was like, maybe it will be possible. Maybe I could sing. Downside is I did actually audition for a band a while ago. But unfortunately the sound that they were going for was not what my voice could do. Yeah, they were into a lot more of a slow, like low energy vibe. And I think I did not suit their vibe, unfortunately. But they were the only bands that I knew were auditioning. For singers, because as far as I know, usually singers are always in the band. You rarely ever are looking for singers. I think you're usually looking for other instruments. Because usually someone who plays the guitar can multitask. But yeah, I tried out for it, and I guess my voice wasn't really what they were looking for, which is fine. I think in the long term, it was all good. But it was nerve-wracking singing for a couple people and going like, okay, this is the song I'm gonna be singing. Woman Can Be Punk would be my cue as an uncle to sit you down with some playlists. Yeah, I was not exposed enough to music. I mostly knew pop music and what was on the radio. And then once I got my hands on like the internet and YouTube, I was like, oh, there's more. Okay. I watched his wildest dreams come true, not one of them involving you. Just watch my wildest dreams come true, not one of them involving. Because I like Paramore songs, and that was the vibe they were going for. That is not the pen stroke I want to use. Okay. Whoa, I never meant to brag, but I got it what I wanted now. Whoa, I never meant to brag, but I got it what I wanted now. Whoa, it was never my intention to brag, to steal it all away from you now. But God, it feels so good, 'cause I got it what I wanted now. And if you could, then I know you would, 'cause God, it just feels so. It just feels so good. I want to move that over. What is this layer? Mm-hmm. 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 Are we in PST or PDT? I can't remember. Musical tastes are so weird. On one hand, I like my music and I want to share it with the nephews, but I'm also worried like the knowing about Mori Calliope music. That's fine. That's all good. PDT, thank you. Okay, that is good to know. I never know the difference. I'll be so for real. I never know the difference. It just takes some time, little bit of the line, just fine, help, but it'll be alright, alright. That is too big. But then I'll be alright, alright. I got this. I got this, baby. I love art. It's great. Oh, no, stop. It just takes some time, little bit of the but then I'll be just fine. Everything I'll be alright, alright. How did I manage to do that? Oh, is Stacy's mom? Oh my gosh. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Pizza party, thank you for the earwiggles. Marambo Marambo, thank you for the breather, Dean. You ever been frustrated when you started drawing? Absolutely, yeah. John Massas, thank you for the resub. Happy 13 months. But yeah, I've absolutely gotten frustrated while drawing before. A lot of the times if I get frustrated, I just take a break. I just go, I don't know enough about how to draw this. Let me do some research, try again, and if that doesn't work, let me go eat something. Play some video game, go for a walk, have some fun. A point of frustration is not a sign to persist. It is a sign to take notes and then take a break and come back. It's great. What do you like to draw in your spare time when you're not working on commissions? Straight up, I draw myself. That is the tricky part, is I have become both my work, my OC, which is myself, has become both my work and my passion. So there's a fine line I have to walk when it's like, is this fun artwork? Or is this work when I should be resting? So it's tricky. Honey, have you heard There She Is? No, I haven't. Didn't finish this first campaign of Stinky Dragon podcast. Moved on the next one today. Oh, and my favorite character might be Chip Harley, the Tiefling Rogue. Already quite silly. Ooh. Chip Haney. Is that the mouse? But I've always tried to share as much of my eclectic music with my nephew as I could. Want to try to expand his horizons in a positive direction. Yeah, that's good. Stacy's mom has got it going on. All that I want. His baby, my nephew, would love to nap to Black Sabbath when I drove him around. Dang. That's some intense music. I'm in love with Stacy's mom. And oh, thank you for the resub with Prime. Happy 2 years. Welcome on back. I think the mouse is from Adventurous, the one with Chuckles the Clown. I don't think I know that one. There she is, a cute animated story set to Korean ska music. No, I don't know that one. All that I want and waited for so long. Stacy, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. I know I might be wrong. I'm in love with Stacy. Has got it going on. You're just not the girl for me. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacy's mom. Good for him knowing what he likes. So pleased that Scott never died in Japan. Did it not? Good for them. Good for them. Yeah, I think the conversation the Plugbear is having. Genuinely, practicing is really important to drawing. Like, getting good at drawing. Just like with any skill. Practicing will make you get better. But it's how you practice that decides how fast you get better. Because everyone is obsessed with going fast. I think it's important to go, instead of going, what is the most effective route to becoming a good artist? Or an artist of the quality I want to be at? The most efficient thing is to slow down and go, what am I going to enjoy drawing the most? And you just keep doing that until you get to a level that you're comfortable with that particular topic. Like, I love drawing eyes and characters. That's what I drew the most in my notebooks. And so I just kept practicing that, and that's what I got good at. Jeff is a Japanese jazz band I've been hyperfixating on for like 10 years until they broke up. What? Huh. Shout out to the objectively superior version, Stacy's dad. Stacy's dad has got me down bad. He's all that I want, and it's all that I am. Yep. I'm aware. That's a good one. Japan's music scene is wild. You can go to the one park in Tokyo almost any weekend and find greasers and girls in poodle skirts rocking out in 50s tunes. Dang. But I love that song. It's so good. It's good. This is a good one. Half of them formed a new band, which I also quite enjoy. Oh, okay. That's good. Oh, also Kenshi Yonezu released Iris. For those who do not know Kenshi Yonezu, that's the guy who did the Chainsaw Man opening. He's an extremely talented and skilled artist in multiple mediums, like drawing, painting, singing, writing music. It's insane. He's very skilled. And he released Iris Out, which is for the Chainsaw Man movie. The song is so good. We can give it a listen. We can give it a listen in a second, because I like this song. Hi, fella. Welcome in. I'm doing pretty good. I am a little hungover. So we're just chilling, and I am drawing something in the background. I will have an announcement at the end of stream. It's a good announcement. Don't worry. This is good news. Don't sweat it. We'll be okay. Let me... Iris Out. Let's listen to Iris Out. Yeah, baby! Where is... Yeah, here it is. It's good. Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. The announcement is that Honey just saved a bunch of money on her car insurance by switching to Geico. Nay. Tis a fun announcement. It's more of a trailer than an announcement, I should say. It'll be neat. The announcement is Silksong. Oh, wait. No. But Silksong absolutely threw my plans off schedule. You have no idea. You have no idea how much Silksong threw my plans off schedule. The announcement is that our car's extended warranty. The announcement that Honey is now dethroned God and will be fixing shit soon. That's a lot of responsibility. Honey's in an anime. Wouldn't that be neat? Wouldn't that be neat? What happened to the other pin message? Great question. I guess it just died. Something happened. So many games moved their launches out of Silksong's way. Honestly, understandable. I moved my stuff out of Silksong's way as well because I was like, I'm not competing with that. Because not only are people going to want to play it, they are going to stay off of streams because they don't want to worry about spoilers. And I'm like, that's fair. I don't want people to be worried about getting spoiled for anything either. Silksong absolutely reshaped the games industry in the funniest way possible. I am honestly happy for them. Here's the other thing, though. I really hope that people do not look at Silksong and go, $20 game for a little indie studio. Silksong was a massive thing and it was only $20. Like, no. Let people price their games how they want. That's okay. If an indie game wants to charge $30 for whatever they want, that's the price they charge. Silksong is doing what it wants. Let other creators charge what they want, you know? Everything's off on most of the internet. What's going on here? Not much. We are chilling. I'm hungover, and so I'm doing drawing off screen. And we are just listening to chill music. I don't want to listen to that one. Let's listen to Bokurano. Let indies price their games how they want. Exactly, yeah. Is that how every online store crashed? Yes. So many people are buying Silksong, it's crashed Steam. I bought it on Switch because I want to play it on Switch. But yes, that's what happened. Silksong knew they would make their profits on volume. Oh, they knew it. And so they were not too worried. And they didn't need to be worried. Tending Wudu, thank you for the resub. Happy 6 months. Welcome on back. Crashed all of the store. All of them. I thought it was just Steam. Oh my gosh. Blacktail Fox. I really find your voice relaxing, so I'm playing Silksong right now, and they're helping me. Yippee! My issue is in indie games charging high cost. It's AAA studios charging $90 to $100 for the base version of a game. Yep. I have no beef with indie creators charging what they want. It's when you get AAA studios upping the graphics of a bad game and charging you money for having it actually work, you know? Trying to sell you something broken or incomplete or half-baked and making the extra stuff DLC you gotta pay for. I do not consider that a good business practice. I love art! I love art so much. It is one of the great joys in life to create things. Sometimes it is fun to create something and then watch it go free and be wild, you know? It'll take on a life of its own. Not necessarily against the thing you've created it for, but like seeing where it goes, you know? Honey, I'm loving art more likely than you think. Who would have guessed? Who would have thunk? Indeed, sometimes you gotta just watch it and go commit crimes. Yes. Yes. Even the new Sonic Racing game is like $70. Brightside, they actually did optimize it. Supposedly the game isn't even over 20 gigs. That's good. I I still think that $70 is a lot of money for a game. However, that is because I am used to different kind of pricing of indie games, you know? If a game has a big studio behind it and it's console locked especially, like it is a strange feeling for them to go like, here, buy this expensive console, and then here's the game for $70. It's like, okay, interesting. I say this as someone who owns a Switch, you know? Thankfully, they have other games there that are on their shop, you know? But I like physical games. I like having physical games. It's nice to know that, like, if something happens to my Switch, I will still have the games on them, you know? Based on a study made by Canadian Institute of Incomplete Researchers, 9 in 10 people. 9 in 10 people, what? No, let's go with. Let's listen to Deco. Reason why I'd be a bad businessman. Shareholders? You're actually supposed to feed those things? I thought they were just there to yell at you for not growing over the last quarter. Yeah. Yeah. I when someone's like, "Ooh, the shareholders," I'm like, "Okay, well, you're not gonna last very long, and with goodwill at least." Whoop, what did I do? What did I do? Ah! Undo. I sure hope I did not mess up this file I was just working on. Oh boy, oh boy. I need to move this. Silk Warudo. Hello, Draconic Mist. How was your stream? What were y'all up to? Hope y'all had a lovely stream. Let's see. You're playing Silk Song. Makes sense. We were just talking about Silk Song, actually. How are you finding it so far? Are you liking it? Welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Honey. I am hungover today, and I have an announcement to make, or a little something to share with you at the end of stream, and I am very excited. Silk Song is paying Jerry Smith. I can agree with that. I hope y'all are having a lovely Monday. I just rage quit, won't lie. Fair. Sometimes that happens. Understanding when things get to be a little too much for you is a good skill, and it's important. Just editing something real quick. Why is this not working? Oh gosh, what have I done? Hopefully I didn't mess this up. Oh no, I didn't mess it up. We're good. I love when I don't mess things up. It's great. It's a good feeling. Oh, let it be. Ready to gotta do laundry? Good idea. Good call. Celestia, thanks for the hydrate. Silksong is a true Final Souls boss. Really? I haven't played it yet, so I'm excited to see where it goes. Alright, before I play Silksong, I want to get around to actually finishing Hollow Knight and Nine Souls. Yeah, Hollow Knight is a good one. I like it. Folks who buy stocks to receive dividends are investors. Folks who buy stocks to sell them if the price goes up are gamblers. Right button. When I was younger, I really didn't care. Nowadays, with a different mentality, I like to try and buy games I like when there's a discount on Steam. However, not willing to pay for a full price game when they don't consider regional prices, and their product definitely ain't worth it. For example, I'm not exactly interested in paying 75 local bucks for Red Dead Redemption 2, even though it's completely worth the price. Understandable. Everyone has different conditions that need to be met in order to actually get the game. And that's fine. I got my own too. Oh, thanks for the posture check. I needed that. Oh, by Dubby. Ah. Seeing people use redacted for Silksong spoilers makes me think of the struggle of keeping people from learning the details of spoiler mode when I get them into Warframe. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Got a little bit of tummy troubles. That's okay though. Hopefully it'll get better tomorrow. It's gotten significantly better since yesterday, so I'm not too worried about it, but yeah. Learn the skill of quitting before true rage for my league days. That is an important skill, genuinely. It is a hard one to learn. Wonder if I do this, does it wreck it? Sorry, I'm experimenting a little bit. Oh, I see how I messed it up. Okay, that makes sense, actually. How do I delete this? I'm learning a new software, so don't sweat it. Are you in Blender again? No, I'm learning a different program right now. Save check. Good idea. Let me save it. How's it going? It's not bad. I got a little bit of a tummy ache, but that's okay. It's not the worst. I'm doing all right. Good night, Wobblies. You take it easy. You want a cookies made me red thread as a treat for a second? Ooh. Remember college parties the day after late morning. Wake up okay, but when I rehydrated with water, became buzzed again. Ooh. Yeah, it's kind of rough, honestly. There we go, that works. Alright, want to grab this layer. I'm just doing art in the background. Don't mind me. We're taking it so easy and having a chill time. It's chill, right? If I'm going to be responsible, I should get to bed. Is the announcement going to be on your socials? Yes. My announcement will be on my Twitter and Blue Sky after stream, so no sweat. If you miss it, that's okay. No worries. We are just taking it easy and chillin'. Oh, my tummy. Ah. This music is just making me think of the fact that the artist I listen to, the most popular in Japan of any of them, to my knowledge, is Scatman John. Really? Are you sure? I don't know how true that is. I mean, Silsong was what? Okay, Pestle, was it more difficult than Hollow Knight? I have heard it is more difficult than Hollow Knight, and I'm very curious to hear someone who's finished an opinion, you know? Good night, Fia. You take it easy. Did I miss the announcement? No, Parman, you haven't missed the announcement. The announcement's going to be at the end of stream, so in about an hour. So don't worry, you got time. And even if you miss it, it will be on Twitter and Blue Sky, so don't sweat it. You're okay. Because I know that for some people it is really late. Even some of my mods, it is past their bedtimes. So no worries, no problem if you miss it. I'm not doing anything particularly interesting, I realize, visually, so don't sweat it. I am literally just chilling, resting my tummy, and taking it easy. Because I drank way too much. Wasn't even that much. It was 2 ciders. Like, geez. But it was 2 nights in a row, so I guess that would get me. Makes sense. Oh, that is too big. Spirit Court's out. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. Let's see. Are we playing Arcadia Fallen? Nice. Hope you've been having fun. Pestle, once you find the tools set up that works for you, things start to go better. Different moveset and the tools throw things off. Oh, so interestingly, playing Hollow Knight might be a downside then. Ooh. That makes me interested. I sometimes like when games do that. I don't mind difficulty spikes so much if it feels like justified, you know? I don't know how else to explain that, but yeah. The goddamn moon. Thank you for the resub. Happy 29 months. Welcome on back. And bring up some mechanic that's kind of spoiler, but also not. Well, if it's not a spoiler, I don't mind so much, so go on ahead. Doesn't have any story relevance? I think that's fine. Because, yeah, no story spoilers. Or boss spoilers is the big one. It's like no story spoilers, no boss or environment spoilers. Mechanical stuff like swinging and, like, some of the stuff that you can see in the trailer, that's fine. Oh. The game hasn't justified it in my eyes. Oh, really? Interesting, Draconic. Throwing a boss at you after changing the mechanics on you? Ooh, that sounds interesting. I feel like that's a very interesting thing to do to your players. I wonder how bad. It's a mechanic called Crest. Do you know of it? No, I don't. Wait, is it in Hollow Knight? Is it like the charms? Can't believe every boss is Mighty Gore. Praise be in a different. It's new to Silsong. Oh, okay. I think then for let's be a little safe about it then. Let's not share that one. Because if we're not sure, it's like best err on the side of caution. Thank you for asking though. I have seen a little bit of fan art, which is a little spoilery, but so far I like some of the bugs designs that I've seen. Most of them are in the trailer, so I think that's fair game. But yeah. Wasn't sure how that was spoiling me neither. It was gone faster than I could see it. I'll say I've heard that the difficulty curve for Hollow Knight into Silksong is pretty smooth. Silksong is harder, but mainly because it was originally a DLC. So from what I've been told, the difficulty starts around where Hollow Knight's difficulty left off. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's actually kind of... I kind of like that. But that might just be me. I understand how some people might not enjoy that. That is absolutely okay. Alrighty. There we go, 57. No, 58. Okay, there we go. Hello, Turkey. I'm doing okay. I'm a little hungover, but it's just the stomach part. I think I've strained my stomach lining from having too many ciders. Genuinely did not think it was a lot of ciders. So there's a couple things that are shift how hard it is. Different moveset means muscle memory will be an issue as Hornet moved differently. Yes. That is one of the big things I anticipate being difficult is the muscle memory is probably going to be way different. And I liked how things were in Hollow Knight, but this is going to be a change. So I got to be like mentally prepared for that. Been described as more difficult, more punishing rather than difficult. I can appreciate when things are more punishing rather than difficult. Too much Ebel to be hurt. This is your hungover. Follow someone who can swap between a black hollow cloak and a red one to match horn. Ooh. Cute. That sounds fun. I wonder if that's a mod. Hello, Swiscore. Thank you for the resub with Prime. Happy 39 months. It's going okay. I have a little bit of a tummy ache from drinking a little too much cider over the weekend. That just happens, so don't sweat it. It be like that sometimes. We do our best, you know? We cope and do the best we can with what we got. Been on pain all week. Oh no. Have you had your shot of apple cider vinegar yet? No, I haven't. Are you supposed to take apple cider vinegar? That seems rather acidic on your stomach after drinking. Sadly, we don't got a ginger ale. Oh, yeah, ginger ale would be great, actually. Well, a couple people have brought up ginger ale, and I'm like, would be tasty. Nerd of that variety. I have to go in bed in a sec, but I wanted to pop in and say hi. Love every stream of yours I've been in. I hope you're having a great rest of your day and stream. Bye-bye. Take it easy. Thank you for coming. It's still funny that there's two different drinks called cider, and you gotta guess from context which one is meant. Yep. You don't really want to drink cider vinegar. It's quite strong, but not in a fun way. Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. Totally a subtle topic switch so we don't accidentally spoil anything in Silksong. Everyone tell Honey how cute she is. She needs to be told she's cute even more right now than she's hungover. It's the only cure for hangovers. Trust me, I'm a doctor and a science man. The glasses say yes. Why does Sleepy You look adorable? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Hungover me is in pain and suffering. But it's my decisions that led me here, so I can't be that upset. Honestly, this is not as bad as the one time I got really drunk the night before morning shift. Like, I had an opening shift at a cafe, and I was like, in the shower before I had to get on the bus. That was a bad decision. Was a fun night. Bad decision. But you know, that happens. Speaking of ciders, there's a farmer's market local to me that sells apple cider made by one of their employees. Best apple cider ever had. Tastes like fall in a bottle. Ooh. Fresh made pressed cider is delicious. My folks drink a spoonful of vinegar in a glass and water every morning. They hear it prevents reflux. Does it? Huh. You drank before a work day? Yeah. I drank before a work day. It might not have been a morning shift, but it was definitely like it might have been a closing shift actually, but still was not a good time. I was not smart about it. Hey, Booksaurus, I'm doing good. How about a save for what you were gonna? Yes, good idea. Let's back it up. It is almost done. So, perfect. I got like another 45 minutes until I do the announcements, so no sweat. I just gotta make sure the sound is okay. See any movies? Yeah, I saw Sinners. It is. I love Sinners. Genuinely, Sinners is such a good movie. Highly recommend it to people if you have not seen it yet. It is so good. I don't know what else to say other than it's just insanely good. Let me. Oh, I messed it up. No! Come on! There we go. Oh, perfect. Good. Okay, good. I fixed it. Good. Did I spell it right? Yes. Cool. So good as a sin. Want to know my last movie? Sure. But yeah, Sinners is definitely a great movie. I don't want to spoil too much if you haven't seen it because genuinely it is so good if you don't know anything about the movie and go into it like I did. I saw a picture of Michael B. Jordan, not even doing anything, just in the movie and knew nothing and went, yeah, let's watch it. And I watched it. It's so good. The music is so good. Everything about it is so good. I have no complaints. Sinners is such a good movie. It is better to go in blind. Genuinely, going in blind is one of the best ways you can do it for Sinners. Even if you are spoiled about it, though, it still makes an amazing movie. It is a horror movie, but it is not quite your typical horror movie. It's different. It's different. It's good. It's good. Ryan Coogler did a good job. He did an amazing job. Was excellent. When in Blind, it absolutely rocked my shit. Yes. Yes. It is extremely good. Like, go in with no expectations and no information. And that is the best way to experience it. Because I feel like I'm hyping it up too much. People are going to be like, oh, I'm expecting a giant, like a mind-blowing masterpiece. And here's the thing. That's the experience I got out of it. Because I went in with no expectations and not really knowing anything. So it was good. I'll take your word on it, but I'm blaming every jump scare I have on you. So the good news is, I will say, is jump scares are very minimal. I don't even recall there being a jump scare, which is, we know it's a good sign of a good horror movie is when there really are no jump scares. I don't like jump scares. Genuinely, jump scares are one of the worst parts of horror because people started using that as a shortcut for making things scary. It's like anything can be scary when it's quiet and a loud noise happens. That's just how our bodies and brains works. This one's actually good. Does that include cheap jump scares? Yes. No jump scares at all, really? If there's a scary sequence? Yes. Absolutely. Yes. That is the wonderful thing. So don't worry about that, Johnny. You're good on that end. So don't worry. What are the girls are saying in the song? Depends. Which song? The Hosha Marine song is called Horny Money World, so you can imagine what that's about. Not super likely to watch it, to be honest. Most horror and slasher stuff starts making me viscerally uncomfortable when the gory scenes start because my brain starts giving me very vivid phantom sensations and I loathe it. That makes sense, Ari. Or Artie. Plus, I refuse to pay for subscription service, so everything I watch is on DVD or Blu-ray, including a copy of David Lynch's Dune film I thrifted recently. That's my next plan watch. Nice. Yeah, don't worry about that too much. And understandable. There's also my favorite way of watching it, which is the old Pirates of the Caribbean fashion. Nothing wrong with that. That's honestly this. If you can support the movie, I recommend it genuinely. Like buying it, renting it from the library, highly recommend. Because it's probably at your local library, and if it's not, you can request it. All you gotta do is go to the library and say like, "Hey, do you got Sinners?" And they'll be like, "No." And it's like, "Oh, can you order it?" And they'll be like, "Yeah." Very easy. You can do that with Netflix films too. Libraries can do that. So if you want to watch something but don't want to get a Netflix account, free library. Support your local libraries. Genuinely, it's great. The only good jump scare I can remember was in The Exorcist when a phone rings. I don't know. I haven't seen The Exorcist. Jeff Yar. Yo. Also, Hurak, thank you for the resub. Happy 51 months. Thank you very, very much. Dude, I want to get some DVDs. Genuinely, one of the DVDs I want to get is I want to get Steven Universe on DVD, Adventure Time. Like the big shows that I grew up watching and ones that really influenced me. And what else do I want to get? Probably want to get Sinners on DVD. Maybe some like some old Disney movies. Tangled would be a good one. I love Tangled. It's a great movie. The thing, sure, it's nasty, but part of that gets under your skin as well. The thing is very fun. It's an older movie, and I think watching it as someone in a modern audience, it definitely hits different. Probably the same way The Exorcist hits a little different, but it's still good. I still liked it. If you ask me, The Exorcist didn't live up to the hype. That's what I've heard. That's very much what I've heard. I've been picking up DVDs, VHS, and CDs lately from thrift stores. Yeah. Physical media. Honestly, get physical media of things you enjoy. Things that you know will give you hope and make you think. Things that will make you happy. Things that will depress you. Things that can give you ideas and inspire you to do good things. Those are really important. They are very, very important to keep with you. Jeff, the thing might feel a little slog if you're not used to the editing style at the time. Yes, the editing style is very much what makes it feel older. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the older style. It's not something that like I think modern audiences could really handle, strangely enough, with like how short people's attention spans are, but I really enjoy slow but not slogs of a movie. I enjoy a nice build up purposefully in a movie rather than one that's just slow for no reason. See Exorcist 2? I haven't seen any of the Exorcist movies. I don't know if I would enjoy them, but that's okay. My favorite movies of all time is Howl's Moving Castle. All the Ghibli movies are great though. I do love Howl's Moving Castles. I'm not a huge fan of the most recent one. I watched that one in theaters and it was fine. Like maybe I just didn't get it. But when people were like, "It's a masterpiece," I was like, "Really?" I don't know. Maybe I just didn't get it. Slow moments are interrupted by the horrors. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's try this. Don't want that one. Yep. Okay. Quick question. Is it better to export things for Twitter on MP4s or MOVs? Because I can do both. But I don't know which one's better for Twitter or Blue Sky. Jenny recommendation, thrift your physical media. Yes. Currently work for a Goodwill. Their career services will let me get CDs for free. Their policy is that if an item is on the shelf for too long, it gets pulled and either sent to an outlet or the trash compactor. Media gets sent to the trash compactor. I've seen so many DVDs, CDs, cassettes, VHSs, and vinyls got destroyed by policy because no one bought them. So check your local thrift store first. Yes, check your local thrift stores. feel like they're both gonna get compressed. That's the thing, is like I don't know which, if one gets more or less compressed. So, eh. You rename this so this file doesn't give it away. 20th. Yeah, there we go. Let's do MOV. Yep, include that. I guess this one? We'll see how this goes. Yeah, let's do that one. Oh, that was fast. Hell yeah. I'm gonna send this here. MP4 would be the more familiar format. Okay. Paranormal Activity, Tokyo Drift is better than Saga. I feel like that's the consensus with all Ghibli films. Visuals can be breathtaking, but sometimes the plot kind of falls off. I watched Howl's Mononoke with my brother, and he left a little confused by both of them. Really? Because here's the thing. Howl and Mononoke make complete sense to me. I completely understand them. The most recent Ghibli movie, I don't get. There's not enough setup. There's not enough... Normally, Ghibli has a lot of soft magic systems that don't make sense. But this one had no build-up to things that needed build-up, and it was very frustrating. It felt like someone who worked on Ghibli films but was not a story writer directed and wrote a movie for Ghibli to do. But that's just me. One of my most glaring problems with modern media is an unwillingness to let a moment breathe. Yes, Plugbear, exactly. Same. Movies always feel like it's on the next thing, always something's happening, or explaining the thing that happened or is happening. Just want to sit and ruminate on something. So apparently that's a thing that they have been doing with movies for streaming, because with streaming, it's treated as Netflix and chill, where they don't have to pay attention when a movie's in the background. So a lot of movies will say what they're doing and never let a moment breathe, because what if someone's not paying attention? What if someone's on their phone while they're watching? They don't have to pay attention if the movie explains it to them. And I'm like, I hate that. You can't put down your phone for like 2 to 3 hours to enjoy a movie? That sucks. That's sad though. What's happened to your attention span, you know? Like sometimes I get it. Like if you can't watch a movie because, you know, your attention's not there, that's okay. That's fine. But the fact that we are designing movies for that is very, very sad. Yeah. Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. Has to go to bed donating plasma in the morning. A wonderful rest of stream. Someone clip the announcement so I can see it in the morning. Honey, cute. Thanks, bye. Catch you later, Jasper. Don't worry, the announcement will get posted in the Discord and Twitter and Blue Sky, so don't sweat it. Such. I just punched a dragon. Yeah, right? They usually say exactly what they do when they do it. Quick, someone put Subway Surfers on top of the letterbox. Glad I don't use my phone often. I use my phone quite often, and especially when I was sick today, I was scrolling on my phone so much to try to distract myself. And I could feel myself getting really, really tired and going like, I hate scrolling on my phone. I'm so tired of this. Please, please stop. It's more of a finding single 2-3 hour chunk without any distractions. True, we are getting to an interesting point. They're so used to media that tells you exactly what's going on, they lose the plot when media doesn't do it. Something I noticed that people do on Twitter now is they post the plot of movies on Twitter now. Like, that's a thing that people do, and I'm just like, why? Let me watch the movie. I get sometimes where it's like, ooh, look at this setup. It's really cool, and they'll show clips of it. It's basically a little mini trailer, but social media. but they'll spoil the ending, and I'm like, I wanted to watch that though. Now I don't. What are you doing? Mr. Max, you okay? Yeah, just a little hungover. It's okay. I'm alright. Good night, Sail Space. You get sleep. I put child lock on my apps because I was so tired. You were so tired, addicted to them? Fair. Fair. That's honestly pretty smart. Why watch a movie when I can find YouTube shorts of it in 60-second increments with everything being narrated to me via text to speech? Yeah, that's what it is. It's like, I don't like it. I think the audience has some fault why movies are changing in a bad way. Here's the thing, though. It is a system that Ouroboros itself. People's attention span gets smaller, so movies start depicting things and treating movies as not just consumable media, but dismissible media. They're not deep. They don't tell you how to feel, or they don't show you how to feel. They tell you how to feel. And then that's becomes the standard to the point where I'm like, I'm just going to show my nephew old movies that I grew up with, because at least he will have to pay attention and watch as things happen to absorb the story. I want to encourage focus and engagement, not in a keeping his attention way, but in a empathizing with the characters and following along the stories as much as possible. I miss 4 to 5 hour movies. I don't know if I enjoyed 4 to 5 hour movies personally. Like, even Lord of the Rings is like close to the maximum length of movies I can watch. Just because, like, if you think about it, sitting for 4 to 5 hours is not good for your health. Sitting for 3 hours, which is around Lord of the Rings time, I can kind of accept because I'm like, okay, I'm only going to watch one for the evening and then we're going to keep going. But even streams is like, I sit for about 3 hours and then I get up. Because sitting too long is bad for me. I should actually be getting up every, like, 20-something minutes. But I don't, unfortunately. It's a bad habit. Guess that's why older movies had intermissions. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Little bathroom breaks, you know, getting snacks. What did you and your nephew watch? I've been showing him shows, like I've been showing him Over the Garden Wall. That's a really fun one. I've been showing him, what's it called? Harvey Beaks. That's a really cute one. And we've been watching Ponyo with him. He really likes Ponyo. It's very cute. Like, at one point my mom was like, okay, buddy, do you want to watch Totoro? And she would put on Ponyo, and he'd go, Ponyo! Ponyo! And point to it, and grandma, I guess my mom would be like, oh, you're right, Neffy. That's Ponyo. So he knows the difference now. It's very adorable. But he loves Ponyo and Totoro. And those are really good movies, I think, for kids. Because they are not audio. They're not telling you what's happening. They are showing you how the characters feel, what's happening. So even as a kid, if you don't fully understand what's going on, you can kind of grasp how they feel based on their reactions to what's happening. And it really is an important key for empathizing and learning how to have empathy for other people. When people are like, why is fiction important? Why don't we just study histories and maths? It's because like science and math are excellent. They are wonderful. They deal with objective fact that we know. But unless you have imagination and can imagine possibilities, you're not going to make many discoveries and advancements in those fields. So reading fiction and reading even nonfiction that forces you to empathize with other people is so, so important, because it allows you to put yourself in another world, another ideal situation where you can go, hey, what could I potentially use this poison I have found for? You know, this thing I have found for. And you can go like, oh, well, this is poison in large doses, but small doses, it can treat pain. Like, people dismiss fiction as something for children. But it is something for everyone. Because if you stop empathizing with media in a way that children typically tend to empathize with other people's stories, you are losing something very fundamental to yourself. You are losing empathy. And I feel like that's a worry that I have with short form media, is like, if you're not paying attention, you're not engrossing yourself in their stories, you are robbing yourself of an opportunity to become a more compassionate and person who knows how to connect with other people. part of me wonders, like, if that's why people are lonely nowadays, is because we have been trained to get the dopamine rushes that come with socializing and community without actually learning how to socialize and exercising that empathy muscle. You know? Something to think about. Hello there, Kimbo. Welcome in. See you on YouTube. Welcome. I am floating around there, it seems. You being philosophical or analyzing the modern norm of kids react to kids shows. I think that's one of the weird things is, like, when you watch people react to media, sometimes it's interesting because I like to study people's facial expressions. But it's you empathizing with them empathizing with media. And there's a little bit of safety in that where you're like, oh, so this is how you're supposed to react to it. But in actuality, you kind of are supposed to react to media the way you react to it. So I always found React channels a little strange. Western rationalism and the casting emotion as effeminate sure do have consequences. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It does. Ooh, Ulfric, you got kittens? Nice! Did you name them? See you later, Mr. Maxt. Did Honey have a wild night or something? I went camping and drank 2 nights in a row, and now my tummy hurts. So we're coping. We're coping with that. Artie, 100% agree. You're also reminding me of the media literacy problem we've been facing as a society for a while now. Shit like the curtains were just blue memes have caused people to buy into this weird form of anti-intellectualism when it comes to discussing deeper themes in media. It's all just dismissed as overthinking or cringe. That's the wonderful thing, though, with the curtains being blue is whether the author intended it to be something deep or not, you can read deeper symbolism into it. And the attempt and the exercise of digging deeper is important. We need to learn to dig deeper, even when there's kind of nothing there sometimes. Because it may not have meaning to other people, but it might have meaning to you. Like, accepting things on the surface level is a great way to be conned and fooled into believing exactly what you hear and say, no matter what the source is. You need to learn how to dig. You need to learn to not be distrustful necessarily, but learn how to analyze when something is intentional and what the intent behind it is. Gotta love having to relearn being emotional because it's not manly. Joke's on them, I don't want to be a man. Let's go. Congratulations. Just trim my beard too short and I have to wait for it to grow back. On the plus side, it will grow back. That's good. That's good, though. Love Honey with dark circles. Thank you, me too. It fits me, honestly. And if you show Neffy Star Wars, will you do 4 and 5 and 6 first to watch his reaction to I Am Your Father? Ooh. If I show him Star Wars, I probably will show him 4, 5, 6. Start with the older ones, then do the newer ones. I think that would be fun. He'd probably have to be like 10-ish for me to show that to him, though, because I don't know what age he would be able to grasp fully what's happening. To be fair, that's a lot of movies, but yeah. Drizzle, trust but verify. Yeah. On that note, imagine taking cringe seriously as a criticism. It's the most incredibly useless statement as it just means, I don't know, I don't like it. Yeah. Here's the really frustrating thing. Art is going to be cringe. And you want that. Because if everything is not cringe, everything's just irony poisoned and no one's allowed to have fun. You want people to feel comfortable being cringe. You want them to feel comfortable being themselves and expressing themselves. People benefit from you being self-conscious and afraid of being cringe because then you conform to what other people's ideal standards of being a person are. And a lot of that times, it is not necessarily a good person. Being cringe teaches you empathy and expression that conforming does not. There is comfort in conformity, but there is actual confidence. And there's a word for it. What is it? It's comfort comes from conformity. Confidence and liberation comes from being cringe. You know? One is a bully because he's a little devil, and his bio brother is Oreo because he has black and white fur. Oh, that's cute! You start him out with space politics. Show him the first 3. Show him space politics. Start him on Clone Wars is a good one to start him on, honestly. Remember that Pumpkin said, who cares what others think? It is important to not care what people think when you are creating art, especially if the art does not harm anyone. It is important to care what other people think when it involves their comfort, when you are addressing them. Like, for example, when you want to check what someone's comfort is for, like, their pronouns, that is caring what other people think because you want to care about their comfort and be respectful. Caring is a good thing. But also, being carefree and whimsical and fun in your own way has a lot of benefits. It's a balance. Nephew would love to learn about space trade import delegation. Clone Wars, not the Clone Wars. Oh. 8 to 9 granted. I first watched around 5-year-old and look at me. I'm fine. For the Republic. Sorry, I don't know what came up for me. RTs. Not gonna lie, since half of more of my friends are SW. Oh, sex workers. Yeah, being pretty deep into the general not safe work community in that way, and also being queer as an agender and pan person, just makes me see people's condemnations of things as cringe, as another expression of society hating anything that doesn't conform to a rigid idea of normality that never existed. Yep. Cringe is a way for people who hate you to control your happiness. Genuinely, like, being cringe is good. Enjoying the shows you like, creating the art you enjoy, it is all really good. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Did miss the stream? Yeah, nah. We got another about 20-ish minutes until I show the announcement. So let me just set it up. Let me check if it is good. It's not bad. Let's see if I can do it a little different. See if MP4 is better. I like to quote my psych professor who liked to quote Morticia Adams. Normal is an illusion. What is normal to the spider is chaos to the fly. True, yeah. Bluey gang rise up. I do like Bluey. So far, my nephew doesn't really like Bluey that much. He can't keep up with it. And I'm like, that's okay. Understandable. If you want people to feel free to express themselves, maybe we should kill the term cringe. Yes. Genuinely, if someone says that you're being cringe if you are just like doing art or sharing your interest in like a hobby, I don't think you really want to hang out with them because you're gonna hang out with someone who is so worried about looking air quotes cool that they're really not gonna look cool. People who try to be people who try to be aloof, disconnected, and ironic are some of the worst people to hang out with. They don't like anything. They're not interested in anything. They like to bash things only. They never like to show things that they like because they're afraid that they're going to get torn apart the way they tear things apart. And it's just like, they're very insecure. They're insecure and they project it outwards. And it's just like, dude, it's okay. You can like anime. It's very mainstream now. It is not a niche interest anymore. But honey, you look... Thank you. It's because I am. Legitimately. Like, it is not hard to be cool. And I will say this right now. The way to be cool, genuinely, long-term sustainable cool is be respectful, be polite, and like what you like. Be passionate. You know? That is what is cool. When you think about bands such as like any band like Paramore, you think about any singer, they are passionate about what they're doing and that's why we like them. Putting effort into things that you're passionate about and things you enjoy is cool. You know? The way to be cool is to not try to be cool. It's not, yeah, exactly. The way to try to be cool is to not try to be cool. It is just to be a cool person. If you are trying to look cool, follow trends, be the cool person, you're not going to be the cool person. You are going to lose yourself in trying to appease other people. Confidence and security. Yeah, confidence and security. And so imagining that what you do is not cringe but is passion instead is a great way of doing it. You know? Trying to be cool is inherently sincere, while coolness is sincerity. Yep. Coolness is sincerity. Genuinely. It's being respectful and sincere. Oh, gotta stretch my back. Axel, thank you for the ear wiggles. That was not the MP4 version. Whatever, that's fine. I'm gonna put this here. Also, Cosmic Otaku, thank you for the 250 shinies. Empathy is an interesting word. I'm not sure how we put a positive spin on the Greek word. I can't pronounce that, which means malice. Yes, really, when we could have just borrowed Fühlung from German, which is empathy, was borrowed to translate. It's also interesting how sympathy, which had a positive connotation, became a lesser version to empathy, despite this a psychopath being capable of sympathy but not empathy. English is weird. English is a messed up language, and I will not defend it. Like I will not defend it. I had a coworker who was like that, and it was exhausting to be around him. Yep. When people are trying to be cool, it's exhausting to be around them. It's so tiring. It is one of the most tiring things to try to humor someone who is so irony poisoned and so desperate to hang out that they get in your way of having fun, you know? Localist, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very, very much. Could be me. I sure hope not. I hope you have passions and fun stuff that you enjoy. Like, that's literally all it takes, is to be respectful, have things you like, and be passionate about them. Sincere about them. That's it. That is what cool person is. Having interests and passions is a normal human thing. Bring it back. Folks, did you see my high school story? No, I didn't. I did not. High school every Friday, I'd bring a bag of dinosaur toys and everyone loved it. 2 friends actually fought for T-Rex. It's cool. Artie, unironically, in the world, if the world had always been against cringe stuff, almost everything that most people see now as cool, including music performances, as someone who's been involved in a lot of them, throughout all the band stuff I did in school, would never have made it there. Seriously, if you want a weird mental exercise, just apply the ideas that cringe culture people do to stuff most people agree is cool. Dune, live band performances, etc., and realize it can be used with zero thought. Yep. Absolutely. Trying to be impressive is very unimpressive. Another thing when trying to be it, make you not. Yep. Sometimes in trying to do the thing that you are trying to do the thing that will make you be perceived in a way you want, it will have the absolute opposite effect. In trying to be like cool and aloof and seem confident, people can see what it is for. It's a shell. You are doing the dance without understanding the steps. That's basically what it is. It's poser stuff. I love anime, have a hard time saying superhero movies are bad. That's fair. And that is okay. Jeff, one of my favorite movies is straight up a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. I have movies that I enjoy that people do not like. That is fine. There are other reasons I enjoy it. Like, I'm trying to think of one. What's a movie that I enjoy that is not particularly well beloved? I don't know. I can't think of them on top of my head. First thing that comes to mind is like Hellboy, but I'm like, nah. We like Hellboy here. Dark Shadow, thank you for the breather, Dean. Good night, Gecko. You have a good sleep. Thank you for being here. So when I try to act cool, it will not be when I act uncool. I'll be uncool times 2. Yep. Exactly. We like Abe more, yes. We do love Abe. I liked both, but Abe definitely won out for me. Abe is excellent. Mostly because even as a kid, I was like, Hellboy's got a lot of emotional issues that I don't feel like unpacking. Abe, though, is a softie, and I love this sweet little nerd that loves to read. Excellent. Even the animated Hellboy movies. Animated Hellboy movies, I have not seen a lot of them. Genuinely, I just haven't gotten around to watching them. And that's okay. Both Ghost Rider movies are guilty pleasures for me. My dad was really into the westerns, and he got really into the first one. I did like the first Ghost Rider. I do like the Ghost Rider scenes in Ghost Rider 2, but that's about it. Guess so. Rest soon. I will. I'll be wrapping up stream in about 10-ish minutes. If you're back when you're planning Silksong, I will be planning Silksong hopefully soon. What I want to do is I want to like try to do it in a big chunk. I don't know if I'll finish it on stream. That could be a fun thing to try, but we'll see how it goes, you know? Love how you said the Ghost Rider scenes. Listen, when he's a skeleton doing stuff, that's cool. You're talking to someone who loved drawing skeletons. I loved drawing skeletons. I had skeleton OCs when I was growing up. So you can imagine how much I liked Ghost Rider. Jeff, Ghost Rider 2 is scarier without the skull effect over Nick Cage's face. He's just screaming and it's terrifying. Yeah. I follow a streamer who went into just YouTube videos, but she always said it was okay to be weird. Unfortunately, now her content is all about calling out weird people. Aww. That's rough. The only skeletons I have are in my closet. As we all do. We all got a skeleton in us. It's fascinating. It's fun to study. Oh, what's CG? Nick could just do that. Nick Cage could just become a flaming skull when he wants to. That's why we don't mess with him. Oh, that's one. The Sorcerer's Apprentice. I liked that movie. Like, I don't think a lot of people liked it, but there were some really fun visual effects, and some of the acting was really fun. I did enjoy it. Everyone's a skeleton. It came free with your body. Exactly. Hello, my name is Krog. Welcome in. Wowan has 2-to-1 ratio skeleton inside. Oh, that's true. Women do have more skeletons inside them typically. If you got a uterus, odds are you can have more than one skeleton at a time. You don't gotta, but you can. Think about that. You can have something like 400 bones in your body at once. Big ol' thanks for the hydrate. Ugh. They do steal from your skeleton. They do steal your bones. If you make a bone person, they do steal your bones. Keep that in mind. Risk for osteoporosis goes up. Oh, shoot, that took me a bit to think about. Yeah, I didn't think about it too until someone else said it. I like the National Treasure movies. I haven't watched the National Treasure movies, but they're fun. My bones. My one regret is that I have bonidus. But bones are great. I like bones. They're fun to study. A body within a body, the most corporeal of states. Someone pointed out that if a pregnant person swims, they're kind of like a submarine. Think about it. Fun to think about. I hope you like your bones. You are an osteomancer. Indeed. I am an osteomancer. It's lovely. Spoken like a true wizard. Honestly, kind of got RDJ vibes from Nick Cage and Sorcerer's Apprentice. Robert Downey Jr.? Really? Also, Fern, thank you for the posture check. Oh. Fun fact, the average person has 1.2 skeletons in them at any given time. Jeez, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of pregnant people, probably. Being pregnant really just an escape room? I don't know if it's an escape room. Is it more like a construction site? I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of wild when Nick Cage makes you think about anyone other than Nick Cage, but I get it. Have to wait until the end of the stream? Yeah. Let's see. How much time we got? Another 5-ish minutes and I can show y'all the little thing. RW Gaming. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. How are you doing? How was your stream? The pregnant body is a laboratory. I don't know, is it? You're playing Lost Soul Aside. Ooh, I hope you had fun. Hope you had a good time playing the game. Where knowing the ability to have multiple kids at once makes it less people that need pregnant for an average higher than one. I, I mean, yeah, I guess. I guess that's true. There was a Robin Williams bit about this, which kind of makes sense. You know, the human body was designed by a committee. Why else would you have put a recreation zone next to the waste disposal? Yeah. It was designed very interestingly. To be fair, all bodies, for the most part, are designed like that. Fun fact, the world record for most children born at once is 9. That's a lot of skeletons. Were the kids okay? That's a lot. Was the person who gave birth okay? Borderlands 4 came out recently. It's about ooh, nice. Hi, Griezmann. Welcome in. Two pregnant women fighting is a mech. But they're not being piloted by the babies. So it's not quite a mech battle. If two pregnant people are fighting, I think that's just a fight. I think that's just a fight. Lost Soul Aside was really good. Just started a gameplay series of it tonight, and while it does have its flaws, I most certainly appreciate the developer worked so hard to bring the world. Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's your skeleton. It is alive and controlling you. Whoo. Oh boy. If two pregnant people are fighting, it's just inhuman. Artie. Also, I haven't mentioned this yet because conversation distracted, but honey, I love how expressive your model is. You did such a good job. Thank you. I'm so excited for y'all to see my next model. I'm so excited. I have been working so hard on many a model. Zozo's model is a lot of fun to work on. Honestly, I've improved a lot on Zozo's model. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, strictly speaking, the unborn are parasites, so it's more like Venom and Carnage going at it. Kinda, yeah. The unborn are kind of like parasites. And when I say that with the most scientific voice in my head, where it's just like, they do take nutrients from the host body. That is absolutely what they do. Fetuses are intrauterine parasites. Kinda, yeah. So it's very fascinating how they work. Like, genuinely, the science of pregnancy is a very fascinating study. And I feel like we haven't studied it enough as a species. That is something we can definitely study way more. And I feel like to not study it is kind of doing a little bit of a disservice to just everyone in general, because we can learn so much from it, right? Let me do this really quick. Oh, you know what I gotta do? Something that I forgot. She made it, Can do this. Yeah, there we go. Gobble feeling better? Yes. I figured it was a time thing, so absolutely not surprised that I feel better now. One thing I do have to do before I do what I'm going to announce, I want to make sure that I do not mess up this part of it. I learned a lot about hemolytic disease of the fetus and newborn. That, among other things, makes it impressive that we can have kids at all. There's so much. There's so much going on. I don't, with pregnancy, I don't know how people do it. Could not be me, honestly. No, thank you. Come on, cooperate with me, Art. I gotta add this. Let's grab this, all this. You know what? Undo that. Then grab this. Sorry, I just realized I forgot something. Almost there. And yeah, there we go. Oh, not what I meant to do. It's okay. No! I forgot to do that. Putting up the babies. Kicking sounds like a nightmare, but also wholesome. There's a lot in pregnancy where, like, because I've grown up with so many cousins having gone through it, I'm like, I don't think I could do it personally because there's so much of it that is just body horror. But that's what makes it so impressive that so many people decide to go through with it, you know? They really want this. And when they make informed decisions, that's all the more amazing, you know? All right, almost time for the announcement. Ooh, I'm very excited. Let's see, just gonna have to edit this. There we go. Don't tease us. Why not? What if it's fun? What if it's a fun thing to do, you know? I just sneeze. No, stop. Braid. Excuse me. Tell us all about the Adam Bishop project. I will. Let me just recover from that sneeze. Oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting that to hurt my diaphragm. Man, I don't think I want to drink anymore. I don't drink really in general, but honestly, it's not making a compelling case for starting. That's all I'll really say about it right now. Want to clean your mic? Thank you. I should do that actually. Like Let me just make sure that it is opening properly. Is this the falling meme song? Oh my gosh. What a throwback. Alright, just double checking that it is good to go. That's one thing I needed to consider while I was showing this. Whoops. That's okay. I can do that right now. I did not do that correctly. There we go. I just need to get rid of this. There we go. It really is the rolling song. Is this a song about depression? Is it the song about depression, or is it just about rolling? Alright. Beautiful. I hope I'm playing this properly. Me too, yeah. Thank you for your patience, I appreciate it. I realized I did something wrong, so... Yippee! Live on stream. Honey, messing around with programs. Honestly, I'm just gonna post it here. Zoo just getting a little preview. There we go. Best I got right now. Alright, good. This file, we're gonna get rid of this file. And then we're getting this file. We'll finish the rolling song and then go. Speaking of drinking, I've never drank enough to be properly drunk. However, that's mainly because I'm big and just kind of have a natural tolerance. So even then, I was purposely going kind of ham on New Year's at a friend's place and I didn't have to drive home. Even that only got me kind of tipsy. Ah, I see. I see, I see. Let's get this. That rolling song is ancient. Alright, did I get it correctly? Did it have... So here's the problem, is I gotta make sure the audio is correct. Properties. It should be fine, but if y'all can't hear it, that's okay. I will fix it. Why is it like that? You know what? No, we're gonna delete that. I'm nervous. Me too. Honestly, me too. My brain is like, did I mess this up? Possible. Absolutely possible. Entirely possible that I messed this up. But, excuse me. Excuse me. I was not ready. I was not ready for this. Oh, and I... Oh, you heard it? Good. Good, good, good. Let me see. If I do this... This is what I mean by, like, I lost my OBS setup, and I was like, I think I remember how to do this. My tummy hurt. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. My tummy hurt. Ah. So we're just gonna cope. But it's I think Dark might be a little loud. Okay, cool. Why is there no audio option on this? All right, it might be a little loud, so watch your ears, I guess. Why is... Please, I beg of thee. I beg of thee. Is it here? Yeah, okay. So it only happens when it's an active source. Okay. Okay. We're doing it live! I'm so sorry! I love when things break. Turn my thing down, go ahead. Good. Let's go to the daytime. And then I'm going to go to this one here. Oh, are you kidding me? I can't edit it here? OBS, why did you update this? OBS, why did you update like this? Please, I beg of you. I beg of you, do better. We do it live! Preview looks good to me? Okay, good, Such. Y'all have seen the beginning, so let's... Thanks, OBS. We'll do it live! But yeah, there you go. Okay, good. Glad it worked. Let's go, baby. That was like 5 seconds. It was. It was 5 seconds. You have to show up on the day to see more. Epic the Musical 10-hour stream? No way! 10 hours, you're gonna die? Honestly, I have done 10-hour streams before. And that is not too bad. I can only do 10-hour streams every once in a while, so it has been a while since my last one. You're gonna sit more, so I'm going to stand more. That's how it's going to go. Best 5 seconds of the last 5 days. I'm so excited to show y'all what I've been working on. I am so excited. You have no idea. Imagine seeing that 7,200 times. Here, I'll show it again. Now the trailer audio shows up in OBS. Thanks, OBS. And I kind of stressed it up. Are you gonna finish Spooky's jumpscare mission? No, I'm not. Don't get your hopes up for that one. Nuh-uh. Wait, that's this weekend. Yeah. That's this Saturday. That is this Saturday. I have things to show y'all this Saturday. Did you do a 10-hour stream before? I've done a couple 10-hour streams. Yes, absolutely. Honey about to come the only 2D VTuber powered by mocap and have the most expressive possible model with movement never before seen possible. Eldritch powered live 2D functions. Y'all have no idea what I've been cooking. Y'all have no idea what osteomancy I've been up to. Does that mean you'll be taking Friday after prepare? No. I do not plan on taking Friday after prepare because most of the stuff has actually been done. So, yippee! I don't plan on it unless I get sick or for whatever reason I cannot do it. But for the most part, most of what I want is already done. I have a couple last minute things to polish and to make sure the setup works, which is the big one, because there's a couple things that are going to be added for things for y'all to do. Can you smell what the god's been cooking? Can you smell it? Are you looking forward to it? In other words, she just... things to show us. Yeah. I just got some things to show you. I've been working on them. Now back at this. But what about the rest? The rest comes on Saturday. The rest comes on Saturday. What about rest? Oh, what about rest? Yeah. I will be resting. I will be going hog wild with the work for the next couple days. So if I am especially slow to respond to things, that's why. But that's why today I took it so easy, and I'm like, okay, my tummy hurts. We're gonna rest. We're gonna be working on the last couple things on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday I hang out with my nephew, and then Friday, hopefully by then I will have everything set up and ready to go. Rest comes after Saturday. The rest does happen during the week, but the rest comes after Saturday because I'm so excited. Y'all have no idea how long I have been waiting for this. It's been months in the works. Months! Also, y'all get to look forward to another Zuchi banger. Straight up, I think y'all are gonna like this. Zuchi's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. Y'all are gonna get to see a Zuchi banger, and honestly, I'm super excited for it. The music was good. Yeah, Zuchi is incredibly skilled. I love working with Zuchi. So much fun. So great at putting to music what is in my brain, and I appreciate it. Zuchi makes nothing but bangers. Honestly, very true. Very, very true. But yeah, y'all are gonna get to see some fun stuff. I am very excited. Part of my brain is like, don't set your expectations too high. I worked really hard and I'm really excited to show it off, but I'm worried that like I won't meet your expectations. I am but one person working on this. Please be kind. It'll be fine. I hope so. Boy, howdy, I sure hope so. Sushi Giga Chat. Yeah, for real, for real. Let me turn on the music. But yes, that was the announcement, is that there is a special stream on Saturday. I'm not saying what it is, because I think the surprise will be extra fun. But I'm very excited for y'all to see it, because I've been working really hard, and it's very, very cool. It'll be Puggers. Hugs to him. Thank you. There's a different artist, by the way. It's now going on art stream that is surprised by having it blurred while showing the duck pond. Ooh, that's a smart way of doing it sometimes, I think. Where if you don't want to show the work you're doing, you can absolutely just like stream, you know, something on top of it, like the duck game. All right, last song of the evening, and then we will head out because I'm going to take care of my tummy. If I'm going to make sure everything is ready for Saturday, I am going to take care of my tummy. So be good. Giving Honey my energy like she's charged in a spirit bond to make the stream max power. With the way OBS works sometimes, I'm like, okay, I'm not updating anything. I'm not doing anything strange behind the scenes. I'm doing a couple new tech stuff. Not a whole lot. Nothing absolutely revolutionary yet, but a little complicated for me. Because once again, I am a bit of a tech granny. And that's okay. I love being tech granny sometimes. Not really. Not really, actually, no. I could stand to not do that. I'm so excited. Sure to get medicine and something to keep your mind in? Yep. I'll be taking care of myself, resting, taking it easy, and chilling. And working hard. It's a bit of everything. We're gonna do all of it. It'll be so exciting. At least I hope it will be. It's okay, Grandma. We love everything you do for us still. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. One more song and then we'll call it an evening because I want to rest my tummy and get to work on what y'all are gonna see. Sorry, I'm just so excited. I'm just chilling. Trying to come down from it. Let's see, what's a good song to chill to? Yusha, go. Seriously, lemonade with a bit of salt do wonders. Yeah, that could help actually. Today I have to. Yeah. Me too. I'm excited for y'all to see the rest of what I've been working on because that's just a little teaser. A little teaser. Honey about to become one with the VTubing model. She's becoming a goblin for streaming IRL. She's not gonna stop using her VTube model though. It's just behind the scenes power boost. You'll see the new skin I'm wearing. Whew. I know someone we can visit today. Honey, might I suggest a raid target? Have it make this stream. Ooh, let me see. Let me turn off the raids for a second because I don't want anyone to raid me as I'm ending. Are you taking Friday off to prep for Sunday? Currently, the plan is to stream Friday, but do not be surprised if I do cancel Friday's stream. Or if it's just a really chill stream where we don't really do much. We're going to be chilling, taking it easy. I want it to be Saturday now? No. We must wait for good things. I give you a timeline so that you can make it for good things. We do good things here. Nails dry, yippee! Did I miss the announcement? I will do it one more time before we raid. But yes, the announcement is happening, and I'll post it to socials after I go to not after I go to sleep. Should I post it today or tomorrow morning? Alphatino, thank you for the resub. Happy 14 months. Mind if I repeat a question before? Go for it. Yeah. Good things come to those who wait. Yes. Tomorrow, I say. Tomorrow might be a good one to post in the morning, because more people might see it in the morning rather than at midnight. So yeah. Today, so you don't forget. Ooh, that is another good point, though. Honey, what is your wisdom of evil goblin for the night? On topic, I guess. Be cringe. Those who call you cringe wish to see your downfall. Do not give them the satisfaction. Do not let them rob you of the joys of life. Sunday stream starts at the usual hour. Yep, Saturday. So it's Saturday at 9 a.m. PDT, noon EST. So the usual time is just a longer stream with a lot of fun things. Fun things. Honeybee, my cover streamer, I love you. Thank you, Aku. That's very flattering. Thank you. Would you like to remind you of redacted? Setting my bed? Yeah, no worries. All right, let me show off the trailer once more. Are you ready? Yippee! We drank a lot. Oh, you know what? Hungover. Sunday going dark. I can't spoil that. I can't spoil that for y'all. Honestly, Hungover is the best one. What do you mean there's a hype creator? No, 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 no. Let me go to bed. Let me go to bed. It's beautiful. Thank you. Pose the question? Yeah, let me answer it. Let's see. What's the most extreme movie you'd be willing to show the nephew? Probably wouldn't show him any extreme movies. Let her if she needs it. Can you spoil the hour in UTC? Yeah, let me do the UTC conversion. 9 a.m. PDT to UTC. So it's 4 p.m. Monday UTC. No, not Monday. Sorry. I read it there. It's 4 p.m. Saturday UTC. So 9 a.m. PST, noon EST, and 4 p.m. UTC. Yeah. Hungover. 11 a.m. CST. Thank you, Jedi. That's 1700 UTC, I believe. I don't think so. UTC in... I don't know what that is. Good night, y'all. Goblino, welcome in, Frankfurt. You came in just as the stream is ending. I have made an announcement that a long stream, a special long stream, is going to be happening Saturday at 9 a.m. PST, 4 p.m. UTC, or noon EST. And noon EST. So, Saturday. Let's go! I'm so excited. I've been working on this for months. I'm so excited. Alchemist, thank you for the earwiggles. Blech. Warman, thank you for the hydrate. Let's go visit, oh, here's someone we can visit. Let's go visit, Medi. I haven't seen Medi in a while, and I think Meni's up to something. There's a special event going on right now. I think Meni is doing something. So let's go say hi. let's go say hi to Many. I believe Many's pronouns are she, they. Y'all know Many. Y'all know Many. Oh no, wait, she, her. What am I doing? Sorry, my brain is so tired. I'm hungover. My brain usually goes like pronouns. Look for the before you raid, and I'm just like, what am I reading? Brain, what am I doing? Cult is a Many. Yes, cult of Many. Got your time for the raid. Welcome on in, Matcha Shrew. I was she day's correct. Oh, okay, good. My brain was like, she day? I'm pretty sure that's correct. But yeah, y'all have a good time over at Many. Say hi, enjoy yourselves. Thank you for hanging out with me and appreciate that y'all were very patient while I was hungover and had a tummy ache, and were very patient while I was fixing tech issues with that trailer. So thank you. I'm very excited to show y'all what I've been working on. I hope you like it. Please, please, please be good to yourselves this week. Take care, okay? I've been working hard. I'm excited to show it for y'all. Please take care of yourselves. Be good. I will see y'all very soon. I'm gonna take care of myself too, alright? Blood Asp, thank you for the breathe. And Wartman, thanks for the hydrate. See y'all soon. Good night.